Hello? Anyone there?
Hello, yep.
How you doing, man? You alright?
Yeah, brilliant.
Cool beans. You see my screen okay, mate?
Yeah, I can see it.
Sound. Cool beans. I'll tell people I'm in here.
Yeah, find a place to plug this now.
Yeah, man. We're having a correction, aren't we?
This the beginning of the topple of Bitcoin.
Do you reckon? The beginning of the end.
Yep. This is how it works. But I think we just have a retrace to like the 0.5 and the 0.18. I just DCA'd orders across.
Breaking up a bit there, Buddha. Breaking up.
Hello. Check,
How you
one
doing?
check.
What's up?
Hi, man.
How you doing, bro?
I can't hear you good.
Okay, nice.
I got me some orders down, and I think we're gonna go visit that 618 after that rejection. Maybe the 0.5, maybe not as deep as the 618, but I just DCA'd those orders in.
What level are you looking at?
Let me get back here on my computer. I got like 18 things going on. Gator, no bark, please. Yeah, so I put my 0.5 fib is at 48,396, and my 618 is at 46,200, which I don't see us going deep. It looks like maybe we could make it to the top of the net, that double bottom area, though.
You reckon?
And visit daily EMA.
Which EMA?
I was looking at the 21.
Oh yeah, you use a 21.
I like the 21 and the 55 on these longer spans. On the shorter ones, I'll use the 10 or 12 depending on the coin, though.
Yeah. The 20s around about 57.96. Around about there. That'd be an healthy retest, but we would be losing that high.
Yeah. I think that's the thing, though. As soon as we go for that, once we lose that high, I think we're going to see those like a deep wick that at the same time, but just a quick in and out.
Quick in and out, yeah? Yeah, a nominal retracement down there. We could come all the way down to the golden ratio, couldn't we? And
Yeah,
bounce.
I got my buys there. My heaviest ones.
I mean, that previous retracement, where exactly did that come to? That didn't come as deep as anticipated, did it?
No.
Didn't even come down to the 5.0, did it?
No, people ate it up. They ate it up fast.
They did, yeah. 382 nominal. So it might come down somewhere between the 382 and the 5 then, like you said. Top end of 40k. Might be a good
I went and spread out my orders equally amongst the 382.5 and the 618.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. But I don't know if we're going to get that deep, you know, because Bitcoin's so bullish.
Hey, hang on a minute. I want to try and listen to this now. Hey, what?
I figured if we don't make that deep, I'll just take the bottom of my ladder DCAs. And if I start to see the signs of pivot, like a flat bottom candles, I'll flip them back up and add them on.
Yeah. I mean, we've broken out that bearish divergence on the daily. There's no bearish divergence there. I think we might be all right. I think we might just bounce off this swing high. Let me have a look at where that is. I did put that in yesterday in an update. Pretty much there on the 4 hour 20 at a minute. You might just have a little wick down to the 4 hour 55. That's how strong Bitcoin is in this breakout. Who knows? The alts are getting smashed up though, aren't they?
They're bleeding though, which is good. It's a lot of buying opportunity.
That XPR, man. Someone mentioned that last week in the live stream, and that's absolutely exploded. That went up to the 2.272, sitting on the 1618 right now. That is XPR. Wow. See, XRP, I've got in a breakdown target to about $1.04 technical target, a head and shoulders. Not quite got there yet.
I think we're gonna 105 on XRP today. For sure.
You see 105, yeah?
Yeah, for sure today.
Yeah, cool.
Before the day close.
Yeah, hey. A little bit more, please, than you've been putting in.
Yo, Emberlina, how you doing? You right? Could you mute your mic, darling? Cheers. Thank you. There's a little button at the bottom. You just mute yourself, Emberlina.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's no problem. Thank you. It's just if you want to talk, just unmute yourself and ask a question. Is there any charts that anyone wants me to look at whilst I'm doing this live stream?
Can you do VXV, Coins Kid? It's on Coin Paprika's website.
VXV.
Yeah, Vector Space AI. It's not on TradingView. It's only on like Coin Paprika because it's not listed on many exchanges yet. It's about to get listed on KuCoin like any day now though.
It's on Coin Paprika. Okay, I used to use this site back in the day.
I found a bunch of other coins are on Coin Paprika in their TradingView site and everything like that. So.
Okay. Well, let me get rid of this. It's trying to pin it. How crafty is that? Well, let me get rid of it. It's trying to pin it. And I do that. It's pinning it. That's crafty by Pinterest. I can't look at
I think it's top right, pal. X.
No, it's just there. Yeah, the top right. But when I try to do it, look, it tries to pin it for me. Okay.
I've seen it in top right of your browser, though. Not far top right, but like, I don't know. It is very crafty, that though, in here.
Look, when I go to X,
it like appeared, yeah.
What the?
So how did they expect you to chart out then?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I've never seen that one before.
I need to.
What are you reckoning to?
Oh,
there, look, top right. Yeah, that. Yeah.
I've done it now. What's the ticker? Sorry, VXV.
VXV. Yeah.
Vector Space AI. I need to write these down. What are these got? Are these got a chart on here? Have they?
They're Yeah, you can scroll down to the chart. They're partnered with NASA and they're partnering with the U.S. government and Microsoft right now. They just turned down Amazon because there's so much business. Actually, it's a really good company, man.
Okay, yeah. Bit of a double M top pattern just there as it played out. Let's have a look. Can I change this to dark? Does it really matter? Let's have a look.
I think you hit theme right there in the middle, and it could.
Beam. Cool beans. Yeah, I prefer it being dark, to be honest with you. Let's have a look. Let me just write this time. What's the timestamp for this particular thing? I need to start doing timestamps. So this is round about, where am I? 8.80 PXV. So yeah, for me, got a bit of a double M top pattern just there. So let's see if targets we've met right now. From there to there. Yeah, it's had its correction. Right, so forecast. Let's drop the fibs on there, man. Retracement. I'm gonna have to go swap this out because I have this completely different to most people, man. Reverse and fibs based on log. Get rid of that.
Can someone else also share the screen, please?
Yes, please.
Can't you see the screen?
I'll add another screen share to this, guys. Look up Chester J. I got you.
Forecast on the next break is $31, mate. Just yeah. Providing you hold this support. Let me sort these lines out. Where are we? Right.
That's nice, man. I wonder where it's gonna hit that when it's listed on QCoin. That'll be
There's a bit
really
of a
nice.
horizontal. Yeah, there's a bit of a horizontal just there, look. But you have carried out a bit of an M double top pattern just there, and it's rolled over. There is a bit of a descending triangle just there. It's pretty much a horizontal. You're coming towards some apex. Providing you can hold the support right now, you come towards this apex, get the breakout, you'll be looking at that. So look from here right now, about 187%. But straight away off the bat, if you do fall out of this level of support just there, because you've got this horizontal on the go, if you do start to lose this low just there at $9 straight away, just put some bids on this level there. That's the previous swing high, and you'll find it bounce just there. I mean, if it goes up from there, or if it actually retraces down there, you've got a greater impulse. You could be looking at greater appreciation, $44. Because like I said to you, the greater you retrace, the greater the impulsive pace. Do you know what I mean? So let me look at this particular level, see if that was actually met. Yeah, obviously that was met. I was bang on. So yeah, a couple of targets there. If you do start to see it lose, let me put that in just there. Get rid of that. The volume's tailing off as well just there. So there's some kind of break that's coming just there. Some kind of move. Hopefully that's some kind of horizontal. Come towards some apex. Get the breakout. Be lovely. But if you do start to see it roll out of this, I would imagine you're potentially going to roll over here, and you could come down to this white line. So you could see a bit of a correction from this point, or around about 53%. What's the market cap on this? Is it quite small?
Yeah, it's really small, man.
Yeah,
it's
that's
only
why
in
it's
like
moving.
three really small exchanges.
Yeah, because that was a whopping correction. That was about 84%. Obviously that was with everything else, but some nice little horizontal there, continuation pattern. So this, where's that ticker there? It's not got my toolbar on it, is it? Right, so price label. So this is your low just there. You lose that, I would imagine you're going to be looking at that as a retest of support, because you'll lose a swing high and you'll come straight down to that swing high there, swing low, sorry. So yeah, that could be a whopper. So keep an eye on that level of support just there, $9.12. If you do see it lose that, I would imagine you're just going to roll over, come down to 5 and bounce. But like I said, the greater you retrace, the greater the impulsive pace. I mean, you did have a whopping correction there, and you got a beautiful upside. So, you know, it's just everything shitting itself at the minute, isn't it? Everything shitting itself.
Yeah, what do you think it's like in an Elliott wave right now?
Yeah, but it definitely is, yeah, like everything. Let's have a look. So if I go to the weekly. If you're not talking, can you mute your mic? Yeah, cool. Cheers. So what's that? 1, 2. What's that? Last October? No, it's 2019.
He's helping the dude out, telling him what the switch is on this chart.
If you're not talking, if you're not talking, turn your mic off. Yeah. Cheers. Nice one.
You said bastard.
They potentially got you 1, you 2 round about there. It might be a 3 and a 4 and a 5 you're putting in already before you have a deeper retracement right there. It's this here, this wick. What is that, November? What happened November? That was... looking for a bigger third wave, to be honest with you. So that could be 1, 2... There is definitely some kind of parabolic curve that's forming here. If I put the, where are we? The curve from there to there, you can see there's definitely some kind of parabolic curve that it's adhering to just there. So if you continue to bounce off that, this way you could see it just absolutely go on and get met towards the end of the year right here. So there's definitely some kind of, you see that, some kind of structure. So it's looking
like
to
XRP.
continue. Yeah, like XRP, yeah. It's looking to continue. Each time you're correct, you come down to this curve. Right, if you roll out of this, you know, you come down and bounce off that, it's all good. But yeah, short term, you're definitely looking at, if you do fall out of here, put some cheeky bids down there on $5, and you will see it bounce up. Let me have a look on the daily.
Yeah,
again.
I think the supply is 100 million, and they're cutting half the supply and selling it to the U.S. government.
Really?
Very soon. Yeah, so it's gonna be a 50 million supply. So a lot of analysts I've seen, they have a $200 end of year target.
Which is adhering to this, yeah, it's adhering to this parabolic curve that it's got. Since it lowered out here on the weekly, we'll take a look at the weekly again. You can see since it lowered out in 2019, it's just slowly been adhering to this curve, like most things. So yeah, look at that appreciation, continue to adhere to it. You're looking at top end of 200, aren't you? So, I mean, with Elliott wave, you can see that's the low, potentially wave 1, ABC 2. Don't know. Well, that's quite a deep correction. That could be free. Yeah, you could get there. You could get there, mate. Continuation.
I can't wait till it gets listed, man.
XVXV.
Yeah. I'm not sure what CoinGecko has the circulating supply at right now. I think it's like 60 or 50 mil. I'm not sure.
VXV. But like a lot of things, the forming these horizontals, is that vector space AI, yeah?
Yeah, vector space AI.
What's going on with CoinGecko today? Playing up. A lot of people are on the site. Because all the stuff's crashing.
You got dodgy internet, mate.
I have. Proper dodgy internet. Look at that. Alright, let me have a look on CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap.
CoinMarketCap is always wrong for me, man.
Yeah.
Hey Tom, can you please come up closer to microphone?
Yeah.
think you're
Sorry,
very low.
is that better? I'll try and get a little bit
Little bit.
closer. I'll try and get a little bit closer.
Don't you use a CoinMarketCap, CoinSkid?
I tend to use CoinGecko, to be honest with you, mate.
Why is that?
What? Why don't I use CoinMarketCap?
Yeah.
I just prefer Gecko for some reason. It's what I've always used. I mean,
Alright.
MarketCap's all right. So
Cool,
with
cool.
this trading volume 3.3, we've got any market rent 2000. It's a proper little altcoin gem, isn't it? Really. Fully diluted is 526 million. I don't get that. 2,815 and it's got that kind of market cap. What the?
It has a weird supply because everything's like a lot of things gonna be happening to this project when it comes to the supply, so things might look kind of wonky.
Yeah, like you say, 50 million total supply. It's definitely shot up a lot, isn't it? Look at that. Whew. Wow. 17 cents. Give me a time machine. CoinGecko's just timing out there. Let's switch to the weekly. So we're on. Yeah, it's looking tidy, mate. If you adhere to that structure, like I says, if you do start to roll out this horizontal, potentially, if we have another look on the daily, if we do start to roll out this horizontal, then, you know, if you start to come down here and you lose this low here, then you're putting in a whopping descending triangle, I reckon, and you're looking at that previous swing high there, support. But it looks, everything's forming these horizontals, a little bearish, but actually the continuation patterns, they're reasonably bullish. You come up into them, coil up, and then you break out, continuation. It's a level of consolidation before continuation, basically. Is there any other coins that anyone wants me to look at?
We look at the dot, please.
Dot. Yeah, man. Right, so where would be a good entry point right now? Let me just have a look at this. Let's have a look, see if there's anything going on the 4 hour. No, pretty much this level here. If it holds, bounces back up, could be a good entry. Where are we? Dot. So I've got this saved in here. We see DOT. Oh, I'm really not with it today. Right, dot. I'm writing down the times for the timestamp. 1840. So with dot then, lost that level of support just there. Rolling over. Let's have a look on the daily. Much like everything else is rolling over. So we actually broke out of that falling wedge just there with that beautiful W bottom pattern. We look like we're coming up. There's a technical target there. So to be fair, it's still in a technical target to $41 just there. You are holding the support right now at these EMAs. So if you can get back above this trend line, I do think you'll carry out that technical target right there. Could be a continuation of around about 24% on dot. Looking reasonably bullish, mate. Upside target 130 off the break of this high. Let me drop that in. That's a technical target you'll be in. I mean, it's getting there. You got a bit of a cup and handle pattern just there as well. Pretty much like everything else. You know,
I'm in the middle of a pickle, actually. Like, it's because with all this talk about, you know, Bitcoin surging or correcting and then the alts bleeding, therefore.
You're wondering whether or not to jump into Bitcoin and jump back into dot.
not necessarily even like jump on the Bitcoin wagon, but if it's like an idea to maybe cut losses now and then buy in when it further bleeds at a more reasonable price range. But like, I'm in a little bit of a predicament on that front.
Yeah. But to me, these projects are following a very similar pattern to Ethereum. You know, and I think Solana's proven that, AVAX has proven that. I think that once this breaks this side, this is just going to go. So it's all about where the low is, isn't it? I don't necessarily think we're in for a whopping correction on these alts, to be honest with you. I don't. I think that you're just putting your ABC just there. You got this beautiful W bottom. If you hold this structure right here, you'll just see the bounce and pick up. Yeah, it's going to lose sats, but that's because Bitcoin's going to go up. You know. But I do think I personally think we're in for a good end.
You don't see going back to 30. Sorry for interrupting you.
At this point, what's it trading at now? 33. Let's have a look. So potentially, I mean, you're holding this support right now. You're holding this trend line, which is good because you've broken out of it. This WW bottom pattern. You came up, didn't quite meet the technical target, which is up there at 42. You rolled over and you're holding the EMAs. So the likelihood here, you're just going to hold this 33, and these EMAs are going to creep up. You're going to hold it on the daily, and it's going to take you up to this technical target just there. And you've had a little correction, a little mini baby correction right now. Because everything's playing out like it did last year, you know. Come towards the middle of October, we had a bit of a correction, little rollover, and then we absolutely exploded, and we didn't look back for crypto. But again, not got a crystal ball, and it might not happen, but you are structurally sound here for me. I mean, just there, you know, potentially you've got we've got the larger cup and handle, level of resistance, which is what you've run into. You start to break that, you're off to the races here. You've got a nice Elliott wave theory up. It can take you to 2.272, so you could be looking at $365 per token price tag by the end of the year, you know, which is 10x or more, isn't it? So it's looking good, man. It's looking good for me. Is DOT, Polkadot, Parachains.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can see, like, just there, if you was to lose support, fair enough, you roll over, but you'd be dragging the EMAs over your shoulder, and straight away I would think that if you was to start losing these EMAs here, which you're holding them really, really strong, you know, you've come up beautifully, impulsively, and you retrace the EMAs, you're holding it, continuation. But if it does get nasty, just put some cheeky bids down there on $27, which is golden ratio. You're above everything. You ran into the 786 realistically, coming back to the 618, and you're coiling up for the break to the upside. It's really, really bullish, really bullish, really, really bullish. And I do think, like Solana, once this actually goes, this will actually just go. It did it last year. You know, if we look just there, sort of went sideways, started to pick up towards October, had a little bit of correction, and then it just absolutely went, you know, it went on an insane run right there. And I think that this is coiling up for that sort of next leg. Minimal is $130 price tag. You know, if we can get that parabolic rise and go for a very similar structure here, I mean, if we drop the bars pattern from that break there to that high, you know, if we go from here right now, you can see potentially where you started to get to. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. It's looking really good, man. It's looking really good. Is DOT. Is there any other coins that anyone wants me to look at?
Solana.
SIACOIN.
Solana, yeah, I'll take a look at Solana. What's the time? 23. Solana. What's Bitcoin doing?
It's a coin with a nice name, with a beautiful name.
It is Sol, which is the sun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Solana. Yeah, so we've got to be careful here. Where it has lost this trend line right now. You know, it could be a bit of a precursor. But the thing is with these trend lines, you can just keep moving them. You know, the primary level of support you want to see hold is this low. So if you start to see Solana start to come down and lose $115, straight away, just put some cheeky bids on that swing high, and that's what you'll see coming as support, because it's what happens. Rolls up, rolls down to a swing high, bounces, you know. But so far, it's looking relatively good. There is a bit of a potential double top pattern here. You've got this double M top pattern like that. That's what I mean. If you start to come down and lose this low just there, you will see a little short opportunity down to that level there. So if you do start to see it come down below $115, you've got a little short up of around 28% down to, what is that, $83, which is a key level support. Don't necessarily envision it. I think Sol's looking relatively good, to be honest with you. Again, I think it's mirroring Ethereum in 2017, personally. I think that this could really get up there. You know, I've got the 2.272, but this could actually absolutely go on because it's sort of mirroring Ethereum's 2017 journey to $1,400, I think it was. You know, a lot of these coins are. I mean, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for me, it's looking.
If I could ask the questions, Coins Kid.
Yeah, man.
Isn't that like the ABC correction of a wave 5? Like, how do you know that that's not the top of the wave 5 and then entering a ABC correction right there into a bear market?
Yeah, this one. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Until it comes, we don't know, do we? But I'm looking for sort of extension here in the markets, and I do think you're sort of getting that extension with Solana as well. You know, for me, I do think you're potentially something like that in the middle of like this larger wave 3 where we went sideways. You're looking at that sort of ABC in there, and then you'll get the sort of blow off top right there for Solana. And it'll probably be one of the first coins that go as well, because it was the first coin to break out here in July after the correction, and potentially you're sort of having a correction before everything else. So once you get this over and done with Solana, potential ABC structure in there, and again, look, like another horizontal like that one, smaller one like that, again, rinse, repeat. If you can retain that.
I don't think we hear you anymore.
Oh, you're not?
Can't hear you anymore, Coins Kid.
Can't hear me?
I hear you, yeah. I hear, bro.
There's some issue with the server right there, but just tell him. He says, watch the tape back on YouTube. Watch the tape back on YouTube.
Yo, I can hear you all good, mate. I can hear you all good. Can you hear me?
Yes, brother. What are you saying, Craigie boy?
Yeah,
I
mate.
hear you.
I'm chilling, mate. I'm chilling because we had the buy and go to the beach signal on the cloud on Bitcoin.
Oh, there you
go. I'm long in everything, mate, and I'm chilling on the beach.
Good boy. Good boy.
We're off, mate. We're off for the next 3 months. We're off.
Yeah, I think we are, man. I think we are.
Get
we're having more shakeout.
Once a year, we get this buy and go to the beach signal on the cloud. Yeah, and man. We've got it. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, if I drop the comparing now, Bitcoin, I'll drop this in just now. This gold bit here, this is Bitcoin, yeah, and this price action is Solana. Look, when this was going down, what was Bitcoin doing last year? Breaking out, and that's exactly what it's doing now. It's breaking out, and everything's sort of shit in the bed, going sideways. Bitcoin's front running, and then they're also going to catch up. It really is that simple. But it's where do we end it? Is it the end of the year? Is it end of next May? Who knows? It could be May. We could go for a very similar cycle. You know, wave 5 is the same as length of wave 3, to be fair. So we'll see. Watch this space. But it's looking good. It's looking geared up. One last shakeout before the breakout, basically. So yeah, I mean, last October.
At the RSI.
Yeah, cool. What, on Solana?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so just to stipulate, lose that low $115. I do think you will roll over and you'll get fruitful with some bids down at $83. But it's not the end of the world. It's just a large ABC correction, you know, of a larger wave, something like that. ABC correction down there. Job done. See you later. We're off to the beach, and that's where you sort of move up impulsively. But it is really, really bullish. You know, you could be putting in a nice, beautiful little horizontal there, just like you did here. It's horizontal, continue higher lows, and then you break out towards the apex. But the thing with these horizontals, you can keep moving the trend lines. That's the only thing I don't like them. You know, so for me, it's all about that low. If you start to see Solana lose the 55 EMA on the daily, that could be a precursor that you're going to come down, test this low, put in a double top and a rollover and a larger ABC right there. But I do see all these price predictions getting met in this bull run for Solana. RSI on the daily, yeah, so you have got a bit of a, what is that? It's not really a bullish divergence, is it? You've got higher lows, not necessarily got a lower low just there. If this does start to fall a little bit like this, then that will be a hidden bullish divergence just there on the daily, so that'd be quite bullish. But you've got to stay high here, and that's called a hidden bullish divergence, and that's potentially where you bounce a bit. So the RSI for me looks tidy, you know, it looks in a nice little range, mid-parked for the continuation, a larger wave right there, so that looks good. Your stock's in the floor, which is where you want to see it if you want a big monster wave to come. So yeah, perhaps you will retain this horizontal, and you will just form this horizontal and break out at some point like that. Boom, see you later, mate. So watch this space for Solana. Any other coins?
SIACOIN.
SIA, how am I spelling that, mate?
SIA.
SIAA, yeah?
No, SIACOIN. SIACOIN.
SIA coin. Okay. Oh, that's against Bitcoin.
That's fine.
SIA coin. Let's
And
have a
also,
look.
if you have a chance, after, can you look at the cloud you were talking about?
Yeah, I don't really do the cloud. That's Craig. But if Craig, you want to jump in and share your screen, mate, and I'll jump over to you, can't we?
Hello.
Are you still there, Craigie boy?
Yeah, I'm here, mate. I'm just listening on my phone.
Ah,
So
okay. Can you share your cloud, or is that on your laptop? So ShiBcoin, let's have a look about this project right now. Let's have a look at this. SICOUN. That one, yeah? So what we've got here, volume market cap, 800, well, that's quite a large market cap, isn't it? Rank 105, never heard of this coin in my life. Man, there's so many projects. There's so many projects, it's ridiculous. So this is almost $1 billion market cap right here. Let's have a look at the historical data for this. Wow, so 2017 absolutely went parabolic. You had that blow off top. I mean, for me, you know, not financial advice, but I think we're somewhere like it. You know, right now for this coin, you've had that top, you've come down, you put in another top, and you're going to absolutely explode. But again, not financial advice. But this here, right now, could be where we are in 2017. And then you get that meteoric blow off top towards the end of the year right there, which would be amazing. So, yeah, let's take a look at the chart, see what it's saying to us. Where are we? 15's come up. So, wow, you've entered a massive bear market right there, didn't you? Huge bear market. We had the ABC right there, and we start to pick up. So, potentially you could be looking at something like this. We Elliott wave count, right, straight off the bat. You had your 1 up, 2, 3, and you're putting your 4, and right now you're looking at your 5. So, you're looking to get to that high. I think you're on your way to that high, to be honest with you. So, from here right now, how far away is that? That's around about 532%. So for me, if you do start to break that high, let's lay some of the fibs down on there. I'm not going to go from low. I'm going to go from there. $1.80. What's the price tag now? That's ridiculous. 71 cents. That's 180x. It's not going to get there. Potentially, you know, I've got to be a bit realistic. I'm going to drop it on 1272. That's my forecast. Let's drop that off. Where is that from here? Still a 19x. Puts it about $19 billion market cap, which is a quite respectable appreciation from there. Let me check these fibs, because I bet this impulsive wave takes you to this high just there. Yeah, on the 1272. Look at that, bang on. Bit of confluence. So yeah, basically you're coming up. If you start to break that high, you will definitely meet that high, and you're looking at that minimal 23 cent up there off the next impulsive. Let's drop that in. So that's the target. And then that could be your blow-off target just there, 39 cents. That's looking quite tidy, mate. What is this project? ShiBcoin. What is it? 000.
It's online storage or something like that. I didn't buy any, but I read about this project, and people put a good comment on it. So I thought, like, just to check with you about it before I get in.
Yeah, I mean, I like that, the fact that the fibs line up off this impulsive wave to the 1272. I do. That's called confluence, basically, through that you're sort of aligning some kind of market structure. So for me, you are looking geared up, you know, to retrace this high, break that. You're looking at a retest of this, which is this high over here in 2017, before we entered the bear. And you know, you could just look at it as one big giant cup and handle pattern from there to there like that, and you've come back, you've made the handle, you've already sort of broken out of the handle right here. You know, this particular break just there, that's your confirmation you're breaking out of a handle. So you are looking to retrace basically, and you will have a technical target from there to there. Once you break this high, you know, you're looking at, yeah, there's more confidence that you're going to come up and sort of test that high again. So what happens after that? You know, you've got some lower fib targets. I think the 1618 will get met here, definitely. But this is the 1272. That could potentially get there. That could be your blow off top at 38 cents. So for me, your nominal retracement right now, your nominal forecast is 23 cents for this particular project. I think from here right now, that is still nice little 10x on this particular project. Yeah, so it's doing well. It's doing everything it needs to. You have got some kind of horizontal that you're forming there as well. You know, like I said to you, you've broken out of a handle already. The confluence is the fact that you've broken this handle with this resistance just there. This is a formation of the sort of retest of this level of resistance for me. Let's have a look. But the thing is, these things just take time. They don't happen overnight. People get frustrated with that, but it is what it is. It's crypto. So you got some kind of horizontal there. Probably a potential little break coming relatively soon as you come towards this apex just there over the next couple of weeks, which coincides with a break for late October. Break out of here, come up there. I mean, that's a nice little trade in itself. If you start to break that level of resistance to this horizontal, you could be in for 167% long up right there on SIACOIN to come up and retest this trend line and potentially testing that high. So it'd actually go a little bit further than that, to be honest with you. Let's have a look at that retest of the eye. So that's a 250% opportunity. You've got a little cup and handle there as well. Let's have a look on the daily. So all little bullish continuation patterns. You've got a mini one there, you've got a larger one there, you run into resistance, come back, form the handle, and you're starting to form a mini one right there. So yeah, bullish patterns, bullish continuation patterns, just there. You're forming this little handle right now. Coming back, looks nasty, but it's not. You're coming back for support, you break out, you come up, you break that high, you're looking at a lovely little upside from there to there. And once you break that as well, you know, it's confidence because the fact that you're breaking out of larger horizontal and you're going to test a 0618 that right there. So that's a trade in itself. Let me go back to the weekly. Yeah, you're looking at a breakout just there will take you immediately up to 0.28 cents. Let's have a look at that for a little long up from there. Around about 33%. Where's this traded? I'm going to drop this in because might take that up. Nice little bullish cup and handle patterns. I love them. Large one, small one, see you later, breakout. You got it down here as well. Cup and handle pattern, come back, handle, broke out. You know, another one here, cup and handle, broke out, see you later. Continuation patterns. So, SHIB.
Can you do ALBT next?
Yeah, man.
Points good.
Yeah, man.
Can you do TRIAS?
Okay.
Yeah, I will do. I'm just going to look at the support here and where's the support. So right now you're making high lows. Lower highs, coiling up into some kind of apex. You've got resistance, support. You're going to come to the apex. You're going to get a breakout over the next couple of weeks. If I take a look at the daily, how are we looking on the daily? So it's bouncing off a 10 and a 55. It's probably good to go, to be fair. You might get a little rollover and a little test of this trend line, something like this. You know, it comes down to something like that. Get the break, see you later. Buy support, buy support. So that support, roughly, it's bounced off there. It's about 0.1718. What's the other coin? Sorry? TRIAS. TR.
TRIAS, please.
TRIAS. 37.
Thank you, CK.
No sweat, man. It's looking good. It's looking good. You know, everything's sort of coming towards some kind of apex there for a breakout towards the end of October. Once we get that, you know, you come to this chart and you start to see this break this resistance. See you later, mate. Where are we? TRIAS. I like the fact that Craig says that the Ichimoku Cloud painted the buy and go to the beach. That's golden. It only comes. It's like the weekly buy and go to the beach. It's like rocking or shit. TRIAS. TR. I'm so dumb today. There it is.
After this, CK, can you do VRA, please?
Of course, mate. Of course, TRIAS. So we got that break there, come up, and we've held it as support. So did we come up and meet that target? We did, didn't we? I'm sure I did some TA on this in a previous live stream. So straight off the bat, I've done TA on this before. I'm looking at around about $153 for this. I mean, to be honest with you, I bought a bag of this down here because someone brought it to my attention. I actually looked at it and I thought, wow, this is a great project. So yeah, I'm a bit of a bag holder. I'm looking at that. That'd be nice if it gets there. So what we're forming, a lovely big cup and handle there. Came back the handle, broke out and formed another little cup and handle. Right now we're back testing that support line just there. So we're looking good. We're holding this support to 0.32 at the moment on the fibs for continuation right there. So yeah, we're looking decent, mate. You know, bullish pattern after bullish pattern after bullish pattern after bullish pattern. Continuation. It's looking good. It's looking good. A little bit overextended. Came back to the 20. Not quite wicked off a 20. Look, you're holding the EMAs like a boss here, and if you keep doing that, it's just going to keep creeping you up. You've not quite tackled the 0618 yet at $12.10, so it looks to me like it's on its way there. Okay, you've got some lovely little upside here, and I do think that you're going to test that, potentially run into it as resistance. Once you run into that as resistance, you potentially come back to the EMAs wherever they are. You know, creeps you up, create some kind of ascending triangle, get your breakout, come up to that, resistance, come back, break that high, boom, you're off. Absolutely off. Rocket, skyrocket. Because look at the impulse that this goes through. Huge third wave. Come back, potentially forming this big, massive fifth wave up to that 1618 target right there, which would be amazing. So yeah, I do see absolute minimal for this particular project. I think that we'll get to $63. So from here right now, I think that's a further appreciation of around about 618%. 618%, but if we do get the lovely little blow off top, you are looking at about a 15x on TRIAS, which is very nice, so yeah, it's looking good,
Can you
holding
please check
support
it on CoinGecko?
yeah, I will do. You're holding a 382
It's a very
like
low
a
volume.
boss. Is it? You're holding the 382 like a boss. Where is this being traded? Yeah, the volume is low. The volume is low.
Yeah.
Starting to pick up a little bit there, like it did down here.
I
when we
think
started
it's
to form
like
that 1 million. So look, as you sort of correct and you start to pick up and form the wave, your volume picks up and the interest picks up. You go through your correction and it tails off. So right now you can see that the volume is starting to sort of pick up a bit. There's a lot more interest coming in this coin. So yeah, keep an eye on this.
I think the total supply is very low, so
it is really low, isn't it? Let me move that out there like that.
Yeah.
Take these out. So yeah, it's holding the fibs, which is what you want to see. And like I said, the balls are going up the stairs. And if I look on the 4 hour, I bet you've got some lovely little cup and handle patterns that are forming as well, yeah. Just continuation patterns, one after the other. Moving up the stairs nice and gracefully. So if we look at coin, what is it? TRIAS. 919. Oh, that was May. Yeah, it's nice, doing nice. What's the market cap? 14 million. This is a proper. No, it's 14 billion diluted. I don't get that. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with the tokenomics there? That's 14 million, isn't it? And that's a fully diluted at 91. So this is a proper little altcoin gem. Yeah, easy $1 billion market cap right there. Circulating supply 1.6 million. Cool. One of you lot brought this to my attention. Never even heard of it before. This is one that could just like sort of go, and when it starts to break these highs, it's just going to go parabolic like it did here. Just absolutely take off and meet these.
Yeah.
You know, I'm saying $153, but if I drop the 2.272 on, you know, in the 2, you can see
easily.
Yeah, you can see it's pushing a K, isn't it? You know, so that's why I bought a little bag, but don't tell the missus. Yeah, when you see things like this, you've got to sort of have a little bit of exposure because you don't want to miss the.
I have around 5,000 TRIAS now. TRIAS.
Oh, nice. I'm sure you're the chap that told me about this. Yeah, because I did go down a rabbit hole and I did look into this and I liked it, mate, to be honest with you. So thanks for bringing that to my attention. But yeah, if we can still do what we're doing here, I mean, look, that's beautiful. Look at that on the EMAs right there. You're holding them. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And as we start to get that sort of, you know, mania phase of the bull run, this could absolutely take off. Yeah, absolutely could take off. It'd be nice to get to these levels. That'd make you a multi-millionaire, mate, just off your TRIAS holdings. Good luck. So VRA.
Look at ALBT coins.
Could you please check Acro?
Yeah, I'm just going to
AKRO.
I'm just going to do VRA. So just off the bat, if you're looking to enter this, you know, if you get a lovely little retest on the weekly 20 EMA, the yellow line, that'd be nice. So yeah, it's bouncing off support basically the whole way up. And what is this next coin? VRA, isn't it? VRAUSDT. Sure, I've charted this as well. Yeah, I mean, look at that, it's broke out already. I think I did this last week. Put it on the Discord as well. So yeah, I mean that's broken the eye. That's in price discovery, isn't it? It's sort of had a little bit of extension, come back, and it's rested on this swing high, which is good. A huge cup and handle right there, and breakout. Let me show you the technical target of that right now. Cup and handle.
We can't see his stream, mate.
Is it gone? Anyone else not see the stream?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay, let me have a look. Cause my internet's not very
See
good.
it right now, but your audio has been going in and out lately.
Yeah, that my internet's really rubbish. I do apologise, everyone. I am recording it, so you can watch it back on YouTube. But you can see we broke out just there. We've not actually met the technical target with cup and handle. So for me, it's well on its way. This is a really bullish project. This is around about 7 cents.
Can someone share the screen, please?
It's doing well. It's doing well. It's doing well. So right now, I do think you're marching towards 18 cents, the 1618 minimal. I do think it will get there quite quickly, to be honest with you, because that's what it does. It moves quite ferociously.
Excuse me, can someone share screen, please?
I don't know how I can share multiple screens. Stop streaming. Can't do any of that. No, it's probably my upload. I do apologise. But I am recording it, and I will put it on YouTube, yeah, and timestamp it. Oh no, I didn't bloody get that. So what was that? That was about.
Can you do half next?
Yeah, 1 sec. 4. I'd say that's around about 42 minutes. What's that? 45. 42 minutes VRA. So yeah, it's just I've charted this before. This is I did this in a separate video as well, altcoin gem video. So old structural support. You came down, you bounced off the golden ratio right there, and then you broke out. So it's looking absolutely beautiful. Holding the EMAs a little bit extended. This is why you're resting on this swing higher at 0.555. You know, you hold that. You're looking for continuation. Let me look on the 4 hour. See if there's anything going down. You are in a technical target to there, so there is a little bit more upside here of this technical target of around about 32% for VRA. But just here, you can see you got beautiful little uptrend right there. Bouncing off the EMAs like a boss. Bouncing off the 20 like a boss. So yeah, it's looking for continuation. It's looking for continuation. So yeah, looking at 18 cents. I think from here right now, you are looking at a further appreciation of around about 229%. But again, I'll come back to it and see exactly where potentially we could go to. If we drop the higher fibs in the 2 and a 2.72, drop it on a daily. So, wow, this could actually go all the way up to like 68 cents from here right now. You know, it could actually get a cent. This could. Where are we from there to there? It's a further it's about 10x from where it is right now. For this project, you know, because a lot of projects in previous bull runs, when they break the highs, you know, the minimal sort of forecast is a 1618, but you do see them parabolic mania blow off tops, and they do usually go to the 2.272 and the 2. So this has potentially got another 10x in it. Whoever bought this down here, I salute you, because from here right now, that low, potentially you could be looking at an unbelievable 270x, if not more. Crazy. That's PRA. What's the other coin that people want me to look at? Someone said something. What was it?
BT?
BTT?
ALBT.
Sorry, LBT.
ALBT.
What was it? LBT. Lima Bravo Tango.
Alpha Lima Bravo Tango.
Bravo Tango. That's all I got. Bravo Tango. Sorry.
ALB.
A as in apple and LBT.
Thank you. Cheers. That's it. So that's around about 48.
Could you have a look at MTV as well?
Yeah, man. I write on my list. So ALBT. Again, never even heard of it. Bit for next. Oh,
it's Chainlink.
What the hell? I must have had it because I must have looked at it because I've got some TA on it, and the other one was MTV as well, wasn't it? I'll write that down. So yeah, I mean, what's it doing? Let's have a look. We charted this. It ran into the 1272. So when did we do this? I've got no idea when I've done this, but it's broke out here. Broke this level of resistance just there. And it's actually come back to it as support, but you ran into the 1272, so that's confluence that you have conforming to the fibs. Right now you're calling up potentially for another breakout just there. Potential whopping big cup and handle there. You had that cup and handle just there. Was that? Let's have a look at that. If that was met, that cup and handle pattern when you broke out just there. Boom, target met just there. target met. Beautiful. Coming back for support. Are we creating any bullish patterns just there? So that's a key level of support right there at 0.70 cents. Why did I say 0.70 cents? It's just 70 cents, isn't it? So right now, support there, and right now you're putting in some kind of horizontal. Is that a continuation pattern? I need to keep an eye on this. If that's a continuation pattern, you've come down into it, you could see a bit of a rollover here for this particular project. If it loses that support, you could see a continuation and come down to around about 55 cents for that. That would be a bit of an ABC correction, wouldn't it? So yeah, it needs to hold this horizontal support. If you do start to see it come down below 70 cents, I would imagine you're going to lose that support and come down to 55 cents. So you could be in for a little bit of a short up right there, around about 21%. And that's kind of ABC correction complete just there. But you did come into the 1272, so you are looking relatively bullish. I did see XRP print a very similar structure to that, and it broke out this little resistance and actually put in its ABC just like that. So what is that? Jesus, this is going somewhere, isn't it? $2.72. That's my forecast for this. So from here right now, if it does continue, you are looking at a further appreciation of around about 252%, but I don't think it'll actually stop there. What is this particular project? We've got
It's like Chainlink. It's connecting decentralized finance and traditional finance, basically. It's working with Quant and other companies.
Oh, it's good then, isn't it? Quant's a massive project. So, yeah, I mean, with this parabolic rise that we're looking at, I'm looking at probably potentially 2.272 then. Potential blow off top up there. Keep an eye on that going forward, okay? Because from here right now, if that does get a continuation, you could be looking at around about 10x on this. You know? So you've had a whopping correction. Where did this start? So is inception in March this year, is it? EBLT.
100% sure. I know it's a newer project, but I'm not 100% sure.
ALBT. Alliance block. So circulating supply, market cap 176, fully diluted $1 billion. 10x puts it at 10 billion, which is a drop in the ocean. Where are we? Let me look at this. Oh, so yeah, pretty much this year, just inception. Gone up, sideways, correction. Gone up, sideways, looking for continuation. So yeah, that's definitely feasible. 2.272, $8.56. The question is this correction over? Is there any bullish continuation pattern here? If you lose this support just here, this horizontal, I would expect you to come down and test this. Now, if you do start to lose this 70%, put some cheeky bids in down here, okay, because it'll be a technical target of a bear pennant, which is potentially some kind of horizontal continuation pattern. Okay, so yeah, I think you'd be fruitful putting bids in there because it'll see a greater appreciation, you know, and then once it comes down there, potentially, if it does lose support, your next impulse, if you can see it's lining up with the fibs as well. The 1618 takes you to the 1618 of this larger breakout as well. So it might be a bit of confidence. So you are going to come back down to this particular level of support, 55 cents. Put some cheeky bids in down there, because if you do get fruitful, you're looking at a beautiful little 380, 300, 400, yeah, 400% long up right there for this particular project. These are horizontal patterns. Usually you come down into them, continue when you lose support. Obviously, if you break resistance, you come back up. So yeah, support and resistance. You can see some kind of breaks coming because you're coming towards the apex just there on the daily time frame. So I can't like specifically say, you know, if you do start to see the loss of, what is it, 75 cents, you're going to go short because it's ascending. You see that, well, it is around about there, 75, 76 cents. So if you do start to see it roll over, because you have got a bit of a bear cross just there, death cross that's forming on the daily. If you look, you've got your little yellow line, which is a 20. Let's get a little bit of a repel just there. Now it's actually crossed. Let me get rid of the drawings. Yeah, so it's crossed. You've got a bit of a death cross just there, and you're rallying into it as resistance. So potentially you could be coming down here at 55 cents, you know, and putting in an ABC, and equally a corrective wave of this horizontal that you've sort of come down into. So keep an eye on this, mate. You might get some cheeky bids in down there. 55 cents. So MTV. It's alright, man. MTV. Hello, mate. So MTV at 53 minutes. MTV. Right, so we've done some TA on this as well. Look at all them drawings. I'm an artist. That's amazing. Wow, I need to tie these drawings up once I've created them. So I've not done this for a while, to be fair. I should timestamped this when I did this. So what we've done here, we've got this little break just there, and we've got that W bottom. We've met the technical target, so we've met that like a boss. Coiling up. This looks relatively bullish, to be honest with you. Drop these out, put that back in. So right now we look as though we're on our way to 0.6. So from here right now, there's a further appreciation of around about 246%. But you're breaking this high, so that gives you a higher probability that the fact that you're in a larger impulsive wave. I mean, look at that whopping cup and handle. That's a whopping cup and handle and an inverse head and shoulders, man. Look at that. You've got your left shoulder, your whopping head, your right shoulder, you broke out. See you later, mate. You're off. So from here right now, down there, that's your technical target, and you're broken out. Boom, you can see you've met it like a boss.
Yeah.
So for me, you're looking as though you're on your way to 35 cents just there. That's a forecast for me right now. So from here right now, further appreciation of around about 18x, which is really nice. Let's have a look at this. I want to look at the tokenomics of this MTV. I get so many people on Twitter asking me to look at this MTV multivac. So the market cap is, yeah, it's a low cap gem, isn't it? If we're looking at 18x, it's feasible. Who's talking? Let me have a look. Who's talking? So
hello, Coins Kids.
Hi mate, you're right. If you're not talking, can you mute your mic please? Or if you want to ask a question, unmute your mic so we don't get too much interference for the video, because this gets uploaded on YouTube, yeah? So that particular forecast looks doable. I know there's quite a lot of interest that's sort of coming into this particular project. That's multivac. So yeah, you're breaking the ice just
Can we have a look at HBAR?
Yeah, I will do. Yeah, so it's looking good. It's looking really, really good for continuation. Putting in bullish continuation patterns. That's a whopping inverse head and shoulders. Cup and handle, if whatever you want to call it. It's beautiful. And right now, you're basically forming another one as well, you know. So we'll take that to there. You've got your little handle. You break resistance. You've got a breakout target from there to there. All bullish continuation patterns. It brings you up to the 1414, which is around about 40411. You know, you run into resistance, come back to support, resistance, support, slowly but surely work your way up the stairs. So this looks like a nice little forecast for me. This looks like a nice little continuation up to 35 cents. Currently trading about 0.17. But yeah, you're working through the fibs. You will run into resistance and you will come back for support. It's a good one. MTV. What was the other one? That you said. We go one at a time, yeah?
HBAR.
HBAR. Where are we? 57. I always forget to give you an optimal.
We look at ICP too on the list.
Always forget to give you a optimal entry point right there. So on the daily, put some cheeky bids on the 55, which is currently around about 0.152. If you do, because you're losing the EMAs right there, so you roll over, have a little wick down off your spread line, and get the continuation. Put some cheeky bids on 0.152 daily 55 EMA. So HBAR, hydrograph, H A B C D E F G H. Right, so what's going on with this bad boy? Potential double M top pattern straight off the bat. Loss of support. So what's going on? Broke out of a falling wedge. Wow, it actually met a target there. Let's have a look on the weekly. What is that wick? So I think I've already put some lines in there. I've done some TA. We did break out of this falling wedge on the daily for this particular project. So you can see it broke out and it come up and met the target. It actually went into a bit of price discovery there, and it's come back to the daily EMAs, which is good. But is this a reversal pattern? Potentially, but it's a higher high, so not quite, because you've already put that low. What is that? So you've got some kind of level of support just there at the moment. Potentially a horizontal. Got to be careful you don't lose this low though, just there, because if you start to come down and you take out that low, you could be looking at a double M top pattern, and you could be in for a whopping reversal here. To be honest with you, this could be in for a whopping reversal. I mean, if you do start to lose that low just there, with double M top pattern, you could potentially come back all the way back down to this trend line to recess of support. for HBAR, but it looks relatively bullish. You've got this horizontal that you're forming, level of resistance and support. Once you break out of that, you will be looking at appreciation. I'll just drop the fibs on here right now to see where potentially we could go to. So you could be looking at the 2 at 90 cents. What's it trading at now? 34. A bit of confluence there with that line up of the fibs. So for me, this was a forecast that I laid down. I don't even know why I've got that. I'm just going to drop the fibs on here, see why I've got that. Why have I got that? What am I looking at that for? It's not even a fib, is it? Why did I do that? Did I not go off the wicks? Probably not gone off a wicks or something, because it's a bit of a wiki project. Why have I got that forecast up there at 90 cents, Tom? But anyway, it looks okay. If you can hold support here and you break out at this level of resistance, just here in this apex, you'll see a lovely little pump to the upside continuation. You run into these levels of resistance just here before you get rejection. It looks okay. I mean, you've broken out this level of resistance here. It's come up, potentially putting in a little cup and handle right here. Resistance, breakout, see you later, alligator. Continuation. Everything's looking for continuation. I'm not seeing anything that's really drastically negative at the moment. You know, everything's looking really good. So where could you get an entry point in?
Look at ICP when you get a chance.
What is it?
ICP?
Yeah, man. So yeah, you definitely got some kind of horizontal in there. You did have a bit of a WW bottom pattern just there. I think that's why I've got that target in there, to be honest with you. But you can see it come up and it didn't quite meet. It got rejected off this horizontal. So yeah, you got level resistance bringing you down. Resistance, support. You lose that support just there. If you roll over, I'm going to go from there, that body. This is a bit of a wiki project, this is. So if you do start to see the loss of support here for this particular project of around about 30 cents, currently trading about 34 cents, I would imagine you putting a bit of a correction down here. Now where is the support? What is with all these wicks? What is with all these wicks? I hate these wicks. Let's have a look. Take these wicks off. Let's see where there's a different chart for this. That's that one. It's not too bad. So where would we support? There to there. You lose that. I would put some bids in down here on this swing high just there, and I think you'll get a bounce. Take a look on the weekly time frame. Just below the 20. It's really bullish, to be fair. I mean, on the weekly, that's some kind of horizontal. You know, we've seen it on the daily, but you have definitely got some kind of horizontal here on the weekly. You got the high lows. You come into an apex, get the breakout continuation. It looks good. It looks good. You know, I don't think you will have a correction on this particular project, but again, not got a crystal ball. You get the breakout. You're looking at a beautiful little impulsive wave here. Let me just check it on this particular chart, where it could actually go to off the next impulsive. From there to there, 71 cents straight off the bat. Let's have a look at this. We're looking at 103% long up on that, but once it hits that, it's going to run back and then potentially get overextended to these forecasts up here, and then we've got the larger impulsive wave. You could be looking at around about 95 cents minimal in this bull market for this particular project. But then, like everything, we're looking for sort of this large fifth wave to come into play, like we've got that large third wave. Because what we're just here, look, we've come down and broke this high, we start to come up, run this resistance, come back, and that's exactly what we're doing here. So for me, we're round about here and we're looking for this overextension. So with that, you can potentially see how these particular projections can get met. So for this particular project, to go all the way to the 2, you could be looking at 335%, and the 2.272, you could be looking at around about 501%. So not an amazing amount of upside, to be honest with you, on this particular project, because it's already sort of took off. I mean, what has it gone up from down there? Let's have a look. I mean, wow, it's gone up that already, potentially 70x, which is not bad. We should go back in time. ICP, let's have a look at ICP. ICP. USD, not on Coinbase. ICP. So this is a bit undervalued. This is where are we here? So 103. 103. I'm sure I've got some TA on this anyway. ICP. I've done a video on this. Where are we? ICP USDT.
Is that Capitan?
It's Tom. Coins Kid, bro.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Can I ask you if it's possible to, if you have time, to have a look at that Shiba Inu?
Yeah, I will do, mate. Definitely.
Thank you.
No sweat. So this is rolled over. This has rolled over. I think it broke out just there. It broke out, ran into the 1272, and then it's had a rollover, hasn't it, with everything else. From the 7th, someone's got the mic on. Who is it? Who is it? If you're not talking, can you turn your mic off, please? Hello? Crypto Nico, can you turn your mic off? Thank you. Cheers. So yeah, this met the 1272, and then obviously with Bitcoin rolling on the 7th, it's not recovered. It doesn't mean it's going to go to zero. This is a good project. It could be quite a fruitful little purchase, to be fair, because it still is. You look at it on the bright side of things, you're making higher lows basically, and if you start to pick up here, you know, you're still making higher highs. So it's just having a little correction, come back up. So yeah, I mean, it did run into the 1272. It didn't quite get to the 1618. But if we do start to pick up from here right now, you could be looking at it, because I think once this starts to go, I've got a forecast on this up here, isn't it? $709 I think we're going to be looking at for this particular project, which is not a bad appreciation from here right now of around about 16x basically. And I think that this could actually quite, you know, could quite go some, to be honest with you. It's a bit undervalued in price basically. So yeah, it's looking decent. It's looking decent. Got that beautiful horizontal there, that continuation pattern. You broke out, you met the target of that. Let's have a look from there to there. Oh, get lost, get there. You broke out there, look, and boom, you met the target. You came back to support and you broke out, you met the target. So it's confluence. You're looking good, and you come down, you made a higher low just there. So for me, there is a bit of a trend line potentially that you want to see this adhere to right now for continuation. So let's have a look at this. So right now, where are we? Down there. So potentially come back up. So once you break that 87 high, you could be in a lovely little long up of around about 60%. But with that, you know, you really are breaking out some key levels of resistance. And I do think you're going to see a massive impulsive wave, because the thing is, as quickly as these things can fall, once they start to break up, they can actually come back up just as quick, you know, in continuation. So it's looking decent. What is it on the 4 hour? Under the EMAs. Take a look at this. The RSI is in the floor. Like I say, I've got a saying, when the RSI is in the floor, you buy more. So potentially it's going to bounce here. This is a nice little area to get a bounce. And again, you know, you're still putting in higher lows just there. So it's good. It's good for continuation. It might be a nice little gem moving forward. ICP. It's raining here.
You want to have a look at UNFI? UNFI?
Yeah, I will do, man. Just write that in. UNFI. So for me, look, you got your A, you got your B, and you got your C wave down. You're starting to pick up and making higher lows. So this could be an optimal little entry point right here. Okay, there's no hidden bearish divergence or anything like that, or hidden bullish divergence. Your stock's in the floor, and you've got a little bit of a bearish cross on the MACD, but that is a lagging indicator right there. You know, that's just showing you that this has already happened basically. So it might be a nice little optimal entry point right now in this particular project, because if it does go on from here, it starts to pick up from this point here, you could be looking at a lovely little upside of around about 229%. And you really are breaking out some key levels of resistance for continuation. From here right now, if it was to continue, you could be looking at a whopping 15x up to a technical target that we've got down there for this particular project. Where is it now? 42 cents. Could be a good little entry point right there. Not financial advice. SHIB. Let me take a look at SHIB. Shibu Inu. SHIB. I feel so tired today. I'm not with it at all. SH. Have I even got this bookmarked? Have I even got this bookmarked? Yeah. Just there. So SHIB at 108.
Can we look at please?
Breaking up, man. My internet's rubbish. My internet is so rubbish, I do apologise. So that's my forecast straight off the bat, is up there at 0.0000946. It's not much, I don't think. From here to there is around about 237%. If we drop the fibs on here, let's take a look. I don't think I did the fibs on this, or did I? Let's have a look. Yeah, that is the fibs. So yeah, you might get lucky and come up to 2.272. Let's drop that in, future reference, and that future reference as well. So, and that's a 1.618. So that's your levels. So if we do start to get the continuation here, you can see it's starting to go a bit parabolic, isn't it? You know, you could be looking at from here right now to the 2.272, around about 376%. But it's the tokenomics with this, the market cap, you know, 3x from here, what does that put it at? Let's have a look at the tokenomics right now. SHIB. HIB. What's happened to that? SHIB swap. What? SHIB Inu. So the market capitalization of this fully diluted is 28 billion. So if you get a 3x on that, you're talking over 68. What is it? 84 billion. So I mean, if you look at the top 10 right now, for me, you know, look, your market capitalization of Binance Coin BNB is up there at 73. So it'd have a, it'd have a higher market capitalization than the top, you know, in the top 3. So as the rest of the market moves, yeah, I do think that you will start to move with the markets, but it continuing to break out here and do a 3x from this point, no, not entirely sure it'll do that before everything else, to be honest with you. It's run into a brick wall. I don't buy into things like this, you know. I do tell people, you buy big green candles, you get big red dildos, and right now you're getting big green candles, you're getting, you know, parabolic mania, blow off tops, basically. There is a bit of a continuation pattern just there. Take a look at this. So you have got your little bit of a pennant, basically. You've got a bit of continuation. So let's have a look at technical target from there to there. You could see like it's on its way. Got a little bit extended, come back to support. So you could see a little bit more appreciation for this particular project from here. So they're around about 61%, where you potentially run into a bit of a brick wall just there at that particular price tag. You retrace into that eye. So yeah, I do see it going there, but it's not an amazing amount of appreciation, is it, for such a high risk? Because at any point it can do this. See you later and come back down. You know, I think people think they're going to buy SHIB and become millionaires. All that was last year. That was way down here when it was worth nothing in 2020. That's where you was a millionaire with this particular project. At best, 4 or 5x in this bull market if we're lucky. What was it? What was the one? UNFI. UNFI.
UNFI, yeah.
UNFI, US. So, yeah, I remember looking at this down here. Last year it was. I actually rode this up and sold it well, not quite there. I sold it when it retouched the EMAs and it started to lose them. And then I never looked at it again. And then I looked at it, it was like up there at $30. I was like, no! One of those, but you can't buy them all. So, right now, it's moving beautifully, actually. It's looking quite nice, actually. Let's have a look on the weekly. So you've had a correction, you've come down, you're starting to pick up, you're forming the high lows just there, got a little bit of a trend line on the go that you're adhering to. So if you can continue to adhere to this, create some kind of beautiful little ups trend just there, there's boom, 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 creep up, go parabolic, basically, from there to there. If you start to get the breakout, I do think you could be looking at these projections moving forward for this particular project. So take a look from there to there. That's my minimal forecast for this in this bull market is $177. Let's take a look at that. Let's drop the background off. So yeah, that's my forecast, which is still really nice. You know, it's a nice bit of appreciation on this DeFi project of around about 17x, isn't it? Let me check the tokenomics. So UNFI.
Yeah, tokenomics look quite good, actually, I guess.
What is it? What's it called?
That's the
UNFI?
top one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so at the moment, that's 90 million, isn't it? Fully diluted market cap. Have I got the right project here?
Yeah, you do.
So that's well doable, isn't it? Where's this being traded? Binance.
It's on Binance.
Yeah, because that's where I bought it. So this could be a sitting little altcoin gem. To be honest with you, I thought it had a higher market cap than that. I'll be honest with you. I rode that little upside last year and I never got back into this project, but this looks like it could explode, to be honest with you. I mean, DeFi is sort of a bit lackluster at the minute, but I do think it's going to come back and explode, especially with Ethereum, when you start to see Ethereum go. But yeah, this looks quite nice, to be honest with you. So again, you've got some kind of...
why I was trying to bring it to your attention.
Yeah. Again, you've potentially got some kind of little level of resistance and support just there, coming into an apex. Hold this support, this trend line right here. As you come towards this apex right here, start to break out, push through these fibs. You know, once you get back above, well, back up to $44, this could be a beauty, mate. This could be a little beauty. What time do I start doing that? I'd say around about 1:10. Yeah, keep an eye on this. Definitely keep an eye on this. Again, you know, if you do start to lose this level of support, just stay and come back down and lose this low, then yeah, you could be rolling. Okay, and essentially, because what we've not got at the moment is descending triangles, and that's what you always see. That's what you always see. Look at any chart, okay? When you come up and get the parabolic blow up top, you come down, you make a low, and you come up, and you usually come back down, and you retest that low, and that, my friend, is called a descending triangle. It's a bearish reversal pattern. This is not a descending triangle. It's not until we start to lose this low and come down here. Okay, once we do that, then that is a descending triangle. But at the minute, we're creating horizontal continuation patterns, which are bullish continuation patterns. You come into the apex, get the breakout continuation. So this could be lovely, providing it doesn't start to roll over here and comes back down to this low at $4.81. Sorry, you know, that in itself, if it starts to do that, that could be the bear, you know, the bear scenario basically of a descending triangle, which I've not seen anything form a descending triangle at the moment on the weekly or daily time frame. All I've seen is horizontals. I've not seen one descending triangle, which is the end of a bull market pattern that you usually see, you know, especially on the weekly. The more you zoom out, the more you see them, basically. So yeah, I'm just looking at bullish continuation, you know, and potentially this could offer a beautiful little entry point on 0236 at $8.15. So if we was to have a bit of a correction, you know, you can see you're bouncing off a 236 just there. So it might have a little wick down. So 236 this could offer an entry point for this particular project going forward, because when it starts to break this resistance just there, that's a bit of a confirmation statement. You're going to start coming up against the fibs. And if you break out, you're looking at that. You know, you're looking at $177 for this, which takes it to about 1.7 billion, I believe, something like that, from this point right here. I'm not going to delve too much into calculating it. 18, 19x, yeah, beautiful. Yeah, this could get sent. So UNFI.
Any chance you could do VET next?
Yeah, man. VeChain.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, no dramas, mate. So just there as well. I bet this is a weekly in it, so we've got a little cup and handle pattern just there as well. Continuation pattern. Let's take a look at that on the daily, see what that looks like. Yeah, you got a beautiful little cup and handle. You come back, making handle, you're breaking out. Yeah, you start to come up. You're breaking out the horizontal. You're pushing the 0.50 at $14. You really are going to start to move for this particular project. Yeah, so it's all about support and resistance, you know, coming towards the apex. Again, we're coming towards October, which is usually really bullish for crypto. You know, come November, December, I'm looking at some lovely appreciation here across the board. These horizontals are beautiful. If it come down there already, come down there and bounce and come up, that's your descending triangle. That's quite a negative pattern. We're not getting that at the minute until we do. Okay, so what was it I need to look at? VeChain, wasn't it? So let's take a look at VeChain. VET.
We have a look at XBR after. Sounds good.
Yeah, man. One sec. Let me write this down. So VET. I'm trying to get the timestamps in this. 118. And what was the other one, mate?
XPR.
Summit PR, you said?
XPR.
XDR.
XPR Proton.
Oh,
XPR.
XPR.
Proton,
yeah, man. XPR, yeah, no sweat. Sorry, mate. It's my internet's a bit rubbish. Either that or the kids are on Netflix or something. VeChain. VET USD. Let's have a look. So, is that the right one? Yeah, my internet's slowing up. It's really slow. So with VeChain, with VeChain, we've got extended and we've come back down. We're holding support right now, this WW bottom, which is what I wanted to. We've got a nice little wick down today, but we are back above it. So that would have been a good area to put some bids in. I think I did put that in yesterday's update. You know, that would be a good area to put some cheeky bids in. If you do start to see a correction, you can see we're getting a wick right now. So hopefully we've found support right now on this particular trend line, which is WW bottom pattern, which gives you a breakout target. For me, you know, just like I said to you in the previous upload there, previous UNFI, you know, you're seeing continuation patterns. Boom, 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 boom. Come to the apex, get the breakout, see you later. You're looking at appreciation. You know, you look at the charts to show you where it happened before, you know. It doesn't necessarily mean it will happen again, but you've been building up for this for VeChain. You've come up like that. Again, horizontal, came to the resistance, broke out. Again, you've got that falling wedge within there, another falling wedge within there. Come up, run into resistance, support, coil up, breakout, extension, end of year end, beautiful continuation. So for me, VeChain, providing it can continue to hold this support, which it is right now, you know, you put in these high lows and higher highs. You got your base here, you got your high, you got your low, and right now you do need to see yourself come up and break this high, because once you do, you're really flipping a switch, higher highs and then potentially retrace, high lows, and you've got some kind of ascending bullish channel on the go like that. Continuation, you know, pretty much like what you did down there when you broke out as well. So I do think that once you break this resistance just there, this neckline, this trend line, look, boom, 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 resistance, really it's a massive buy and go to the beach signal in itself, that is, you know, because this I think I've got a forecast up here around about 150 based off Elliott wave structure. I do think it'll get there. So for me, that's your low right there, and I think that you could be marching towards the 2, yeah, around about the 2, 142. But who knows, you get overextended here and come up to 2.272 for this particular project. Why not? It's a great project. It really is a great project. I think on this previous breakout just here, we actually got really overextended from a 2. Just there, yeah, we came right up, ran into the 2, came back to the 1618 and then melted through and got to 2.272 and beyond there. So who knows, we could absolutely go super parabolic here for this particular project. But this is my minimal forecast of the 2 at 142, 150, round about that sort of area. So I do think that once we break this low resistance here, we start making our way through the fibs, you're looking at 78, 76 cents, and then you're going to go super parabolic and into space up here. So from here right now, you know, the 1618 is around about 620%. That 2 is around about a 12x, and if we get really parabolic, you could be looking at a 19x. For VeChain, let's just check the tokenomics of that actually. I don't think I've ever checked the tokenomics of VeChain to see if that's actually possible. I might be calling that a $10 trillion market cap here. What we got? 609. Yeah, so about 150 billion, isn't it? Potentially. To get to, what's my forecast just there? Let me measure this again. So from here right now, my forecast has always been around about 150. So 12x, yeah. No dramas, no dramas. Yeah, that's very doable for me. Absolute minimal low forecast is the 76 cents. I do think that once it starts to go, it is going to go. So on the daily, you can see you've held the support so far. You've got the lovely little wick down, and this is VeChain. It moves so impulsively. I mean, look at that wick there. I mean, it came down, corrected wick. You know, beautiful wicks at the bottom. All this is indecisive though. That's all indecisive. Hold this support, start to break out. I think the next impulsive wave here could potentially take you to 14 cents, which brings you back above this high just there. Well, to retest it, sorry, but you would be breaking out a level of resistance just there, and that would look and start to be extremely bullish, because you're breaking out of a key level of resistance like you did here. I mean, look, when you start to break out, what did you do? You started to go a bit parabolic, come back to support, and then you broke out. You know, within a few weeks you was up there. I think you'd gone from down here up to there, you know, 104%. So it's what VeChain does. It's a beast, mate. It's a beast. VeChain. XPR. Let's have a look at XPR. XPR.
Are you familiar with VimWorld? It's an NFT play on VeChain.
No, man. Never even heard of it.
Yeah, the ticker is VEED, VEED.
Right, I'll put this in right now. VED. Yeah, I'll do that next. So XPR I've done on 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm just time stamping. So yeah, this is where did I chart this? I've charted this last week, didn't I? 4 hour. What have
But
I
that's
done?
XRP.
It is XRP, it's the wrong one. Good job you're on the board, mate. So looking at thinking, what the hell's that? XPR. To be fair, I do get a bit confused. Yeah, man, look at this. Ran into 2.272. I charted this last week down here, I think it was. Where are we? Last Friday I put the video out. It was a breaking out his cup and handle. Yeah, so this absolutely, this got sent. I've got a forecast of this right up there. This is looking quite tasty, to be honest with you. I think from here right now, you're looking at a 1618 around about 22x, is it? You're looking at 22x on this bad boy. But again, not financial advice, and nothing to say is financial advice, but I do think that this is a really good project because someone in the Patreon brought this to my attention, and I actually went off and looked at it and thought, wow, this is really good, you know, this is actually a fantastic project. They've got a wallet and everything on the Play Store, so you potentially come up here, once this level resistance, come back, create the handle, then you're going to break out again for me. You know, and this is where you run into that resistance just there, the 2.272. So it is looking good. You know, it is looking good for continuation. Is this particular project? Now, why have I got that there? My internet's gone, isn't it? My internet's gone. All right, I think it's come back. Let's have a look. So, yeah, lovely little cup and handle broke out. Have we met that technical target? Let's have a look. From there to there. It's a bit wicky. Yeah, of course, yeah. Met that, no dramas. Potentially come back up, creating another cup and handle. So you might see a little bit of retracement at some point when you run into this resistance, and that'll be perfectly healthy to do so. I mean, I did say last week what this project has got, which I've not seen, which I wish I could go back in time with the CoinsKid crew, is this. This particular signal on the weekly is like rocking or shit, okay? It's like rocking or shit. You look on any project. Look on any project for that on the weekly. That's a massive buy and go to the beach signal on the weekly time frame. The 55 and the 20 EMA are like rocking or shit. You come back up and you fall back into this. That could be a golden entry point for this particular project moving forward, because this could actually go a little bit beyond my sort of forecast of the 168. You know, this could go a bit parabolic, to be honest with you. I'm just going to look at the tokenomics actually. XPR Proton. So yeah, this is a little altcoin gem, isn't it? So potentially you're looking at a minimal sort of 20x, it's about $4 billion market cap straight off the bat, round it off to 10. So you could be looking at 40x really, couldn't you, on this? Let's have a look at this, the 2 and the 2.272, see where they are. Let's have a look, 2.2 and the 2.72. So $1.80, it's 50. Yeah, let's aim for the 2. Drop that in for future reference. So you could be looking at that. I mean, if you was to go on from here, because you got your buy and go to the beach on a weekly, looking at 70x, that would be nice. Wouldn't take much to push it there, because it's such a low cap entry point for this particular project moving forward. So it's really is moving out, really is breaking out just there. Cup and handle broke out. See you later, alligator. Had that impulsive wave last week. Let's drop this in. So yeah, again, you're coiling up for another breakout just there, potentially some kind of little bull flag, bull pennant, just like you did here. You came back on yourself, broke out, just like you're doing here. You come back on yourself and you're potentially breaking out already. You know, just there you're breaking out. So if we look at this continuation from there to there, you potentially got a little break. You could be looking at that forecast. Let's drop this in. Brings you up to that. What is that? That's 786 at 3 cents. So yeah, I think you might be on your way from here, running up to that 786. So you've got around about 49% upside on this project before it starts to get a little bit too overextended, and then it'll probably cool down for a little bit. When it cools down, just put some cheeky bids on the 20 EMA, because you can see it's bouncing off it on the 4 hour. So that's XPR. It's looking quite good actually.
Can you have a look at Dogecoin, please, CoinsKid?
Yeah, man. VEED USD. Was it VEED? Because I can't see it. Doge.
Oh, VEED. There's 2 E's.
Ah, sorry, mate. VEED USD. Let's take a look. So that was this is 128. 128. Yeah, that buy and go onto weekly, mate. If you see that in the future, if I'm not around and you enter the bear market and you start to correct and you start to come down like that and you're creating the buy and go to the beach on the weekly, look, I'll show you what it'll look like. Well, you're not going to get it because it's not much in there. If I go back to say Cardano, we'll take a look at Cardano as an example, drop the drawings out. I mean, the buy and go to the week for Cardano was down here 29th of June 2020 last year, and it was around about 5 cents. Look at that. That's what you get. That's a beautiful signal, you know, like rocking or shit. So yeah, see that. Sell everything. No, I'm joking. Not financial advice. Don't sell everything. Go forward. VEED. For the war of money that's supposedly lined up to come into crypto, you know. But even if we do enter the bear, okay, full transparency, even if we do enter the bear, I do think that we've sold. Right. So VEED, Vim World. So what is this? This is on what, the VeChain network?
Yeah, it's their first NFT play.
Okay, let's look at this. So fully diluted is $1 billion. So it's a low cap, but it's fully diluted is $1 billion, almost $1 billion, 800 billion. So let's have a look at the tokenomics. Someone needs to turn the mic off. So 0.1 cents, roll down at the corrections, looking tidy. It's obviously going to mature with VeChain. 169,000. Needs a bit more interest. Where's it being traded? Qcoin. Okay, let's have a look, see what we can see. So we've got to appreciate that it's almost got $1 billion market cap, fully diluted. So you're potentially looking at a wave 1 there, and a wave 2, wave 3. It's got appreciation. Let's just drop some fibs on it. It's going a bit crabby at the moment, a bit sideways. So if we have load out here, you could be looking at that potential forecast off the bat for this particular project, which would be a further appreciation. Because it looks like you found a floor there, to be honest with you, around about 154%. So for me, let's have a look, see what we've got. What's this? Daily. I need to go to the daily. You have got a bit of a sell and go to the beat signal there, so you're under resistance, so you can't lose this low just here. If you do lose this low down here for this particular project, I would imagine you're just going to come straight down to that swing high just there, and that's where you're going to get a level of support. So you're being forced into some kind of break just there. There was a bit of a W bottom there. Bless her, I can hear some little kid, bless her. So again, pretty much like everything, this is on the cusp of doing something. There's some kind of break coming here because you've got a tightening range into the apex. So over the next couple of days, you could see some kind of pickup here, basically, for this project. It is being squeezed. Someone with a little baby. Who is that? Someone with a little baby. If you're not talking, can you mute your mic, please? Thank you. So some kind of decision is going to happen here. You've got the EMAs coming down in your head, and you've got your ass being supported by this trend line just there. So if you can hold this on a daily and close inside this apex, you'll get a little potential squeeze here and push out, come back up and start to attack these levels of projects resistance above. Yeah, so you've got some kind of horizontal support just there. Again, if you do start to see the loss of support, I would imagine this level here at 0.7070741. I do imagine that you potentially put some cheeky bids in down there for continuation. And like I said to you, the greater it does retrace, the greater the impulsive pace. So it would give you a potential greater breakout target above this 1618 just there. So it's looking okay. It's looking okay. There is an horizontal just there, and you're being forced into some kind of break relatively soon because you're tightening in a range. So yeah, keep an eye on this, because if this does break out here, you could be looking at a beautiful little upside of 153% right there for VEED. I need to write this properly in there. So yeah, I would imagine keep an eye on VeChain. If VeChain starts to do well, then potentially this will do well as well. And
could you do Harmony 1 when you get a chance?
Yeah, of course I will. And then I think you potentially get a little bit of extended up here as well to these forecasts. Let me write that in. So with that, if you was to get the continuation from here, that could be 153, 156, sorry, 227 and 290. So it's not amazing. It's not amazing. It's not amazing growth. And it is a fully diluted market cap of around about 800, so potentially 4 or 5 billion tops for this particular project moving forward. So it's not an amazing one, but you watch, I'll come back and it's gone up there into space. So let's take a look at Dogecoin.
Can you do my Tahir, please?
Yeah, man, I need to find the thing for that. Someone gave me a link to that and I've lost it.
I'll try to send you.
Yeah, cool. So with Doge, what is this trend-based fib time? What's that about? Look at that golden ratio. See you later, alligator. Let's drop that out there. So with Doge, we've not lost this low down here, which is really, really important, because again, you know, you start to come down and lose these lows, you're creating a massive descending triangle right here. But you're looking good, because I think right here what we've got for Doge is some kind of huge horizontal pattern. You know, you got your falling wedge, start to break up, ran into a level of resistance, start to create another falling wedge, you break out level of resistance, you're looking to retrace to these highs. I have got a forecast up here, yeah, that white line. This is where I do think Doge is trying to get to, $1.80. So what is it right now? 26 cents. So that would be, I need to work out the market cap, don't we? So if we look at that, that's around about a 7x. So let's see if this is actually feasible. So go to the rankings. I think Doge is around about 29 billion. So yeah, it's definitely doable. I definitely think it could absolutely get up there without a shadow of a doubt for Doge, meme coin with a massive following basically. So that's definitely doable. It is, you know, some kind of break that's coming relatively soon, because you've got this level of support and you've got this level of resistance. You're coming down a falling wedge. You know, you're coming towards some apex. Like I said to you, towards the end of October. Look at the confluence here, the end of October right there. Breakout, see you later, everything's going to get sent, isn't it? Either that or it's going to roll over and you're going to create this massive big descending triangle, which is a bearish pattern. But we're not creating them, we're creating beautiful horizontal continuation patterns. And I've seen so many projects that have already broken out of these horizontals already. Shit, I didn't put that in 130, 132 I reckon it might have been, timestamp. Yeah, for me Doge looks bullish, because in this correction here you've come up and you rolled over and you've not lost this low here. This is a really important level of support for Doge. You know, for me, if you start to come down and lose that, that could be a precursor that, you know, you lose that low there, and you can immediately see, looking at charts, where you're going to come to, and it's this, just there, swing high, boom. You'll just see it fall off a cliff and come down there, you know. So that's a massive correction. 50% or something, is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, around about 44%. So don't envision it. I think you're really strong. I think you're creating a beautiful bullish continuation pattern, as you did here. Look, same here, you come down, oh no, it's going to zero, but then you come to the apex. Look at that, you know, you come to the apex of that horizontal, which is what you're coming to right now. Breakout, fall back to support, see you later. Impulsive. Same here, horizontal, breakout. I mean, look at that for a breakout. Incredible. And this is what Doge does. So yeah, you've got some kind of decision which is coming really soon, because the apex of this horizontal, what am I doing there? The apex of this horizontal is just here. Boom. So some break is coming soon. Where could you get some cheeky bids in? Let's have a look at this. Where could you get some cheeky bids in? So you can see on the daily, you've lost the EMAs at the moment, so you're under resistance. So if you do continue to do this, come to your charts, put some cheeky bids on this trend line, because you got the bounce there. That would have been nice, because from there, right there, you're currently up around about 15%. So if you do get the bounce off this trend line, put some cheeky bids in there. I'll tell you what it is roughly right now. What we're doing, stay on page. Roughly right now, as you can see, it's an ascending level of support. So yeah, around about 20 cents. Let's not be greedy. Let's go 0.2053. Put some cheeky bids in down there, because if you do continue to get the roll, bounce, come up, break that resistance, and you've got in down there on the floor. So that's Doge. It's looking really good, you know. It's looking really good. And like I said to you, if you do start to fall out of this horizontal, you know, that could be a precursor that we are sort of flipping bear. But you know, I don't necessarily envision it, because we are relatively bullish here. We're looking for a good end, year end basically. And if you do start to fall out of this horizontal, you know, coming down below 20 cents, then potentially you're going to come back down to 15. And with that, you are creating that big, massive descending triangle, which is a really bearish reversal pattern right there for Doge. So yeah, let's tie there. One. Let's have a look at Harmony 1. I've got a bag of Doge, not me personally, for my children, bless them. Bought it down there at like it was peanuts. Hopefully they make a bit of money one day when they're older. Be nice for him. So 1 Harmony 1 KJKLMNOP. Right, so I've charted this before, obviously. So it's ran up and come back in it. Let's have a look at this. So again, just like the Doge chart that I've just shown you, okay, so a lot of projects are creating these horizontal patterns, continuation patterns, and you know, eventually break out the apex and away to go. And a lot of these projects are breaking out before other projects. It's the way it is. It's the way the market is, and people get frustrated, but it is the way it is, unfortunately. So right now, I'll just have a drink. I need to write 1 in. What time was that? 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 8. So yeah, I think in a previous video actually, I think I did a video on one. Was it a couple of days ago or Friday or something? So a lot of people were saying, "Can you do an update?" And I think on the 4-hourly time frame there, I ain't even looked at this. Wow, look at that! Wow, I'm sure it says just put some cheeky bits on the 55 EMA on the 4-hour, because that's where it comes down to. And there was a bit of a bearish divergence there. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, you got your bearish divergence. So you, in the price action and the 4-hourly time frame, you're getting a little bit overextended there. You made a high, and in the RSI you got a high and a lower high. That's called a hidden. It's called a bearish divergence. Sorry, it's not a hidden bearish divergence. It's called a bearish divergence. So you can see you've come down. You've basically had a bit of a correction. Your RSI is quite low for mid-range for continuation to start coming back up. So you've had your test of support right there. So you're looking good. You know, you're holding this high as well, which is good. So for me, you're looking for continuation right here. There's nothing bearish about this particular project at all. You know, I think it's going to break out here and come back up. So for me, you know, you've got your impulsive wave targets up there, but you've got a level of support just there. If you do start to come back up and break that high just there of what is it, 26 cents, you will be in another little impulsive wave to 31 cents, which is 17% long. But I've got that white line now. Why have I got that white line there? Oh yeah, because it's a cup and handle pattern. So for me, you're in a technical target of 39 cents anyway. So it's just looking really good. You know, I've got a 1618 target here. We look on the daily. I've had this laid down for many moons. Damn, get that back in. So for me, you're looking at 64 cents minimal in this bull market just there. And obviously, I mean, look at what it does, you know. Potentially what I think you're doing right now, if I explain it to you. So this is your wave 4, okay? So you come down your wave 4. Let me get rid of drawings for you. So you come down in wave 4, and right now you're breaking the high, okay? And when you break the high, you're going to run into resistance, potentially the 1618 at 64 cents. You're going to coil up and come back and have a bit of a correction. At that point, you're going to go on to the 2 and the 2.272, because if you look at wave 3, this for me is wave 1, wave 2. And right here, look, wave 4. Look at the similarities. Wave 2. You come up in a big cup and handle. You broke it. And what did you do? You come up and met the 1618 and you ran into it. You had ABC. Everyone thought, shit, we're going into a bear market. And then you got the overextension of wave 3. And that's why you went up to 2 and 2.72 and beyond. So for me, that you're going for exactly the same scenario right here. You're breaking out. You're going to hit the 1618, come back, and then you're going to get the blow off top for this particular project right here, which potentially take you up to $1.84 in this bull market, you know. And right down here, this is a monster, isn't it? You know, the appreciation here from this capitulation of Corona. I mean, look at that. You don't even want to look at that, because that's frightening. It's ridiculous, you know. If we could go back in time and put a couple £100 on that, that would have been nice. So yeah, it's looking really good for continuation, you know. It's looking really good. So yeah, run into the 1618 level of resistance, work your way through these fibs, run into it, roll back to a key level support, and then sort of get that parabolic mania top towards these upper projections up here at the 2 and the 2.272 fibs right there. So from here right now, that could be a further appreciation to the 1618 of around about 200%. To the 2 is around about 455%, and to the 2.272 at $1.84, you're looking at around about 7x from this point. Doesn't sound like a lot, you know. It's only a 7x, but it is a lot considering where it's come from, you know. So that's my forecast for Harmony 1 in this bull market. Harmony 1. Has anyone got the link? You got the link to that hero?
Yeah, I'll send you to the chart request.
Yeah, cool. Oh, and support.
Optimistic, can you do Atom, please?
Yeah, man. And support, well, I think it's potentially found support. You know, you've found support on the 10, you've found support on the 55 4-hour, which is bullish. But if you do start to lose them, you know, just come to your charts on the daily, the 20 at 0.189142. You have a nice little long up if you do start to correct anymore and come down to that yellow line and bounce, because that's what it does. These projects bounce off a daily 10 EMA in a massive uptrend, which is what you're actually in for one right now. What was it? So you wanted Hero, so I'm going to do that in a minute. And then what was the other one? You just said it, I forget. Oh, Atom. Yeah, man. So go to the chat. Did you send me a message, mate?
No, I sent you to the chart request.
Oh, cool.
There's a
Yeah,
share. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'll take a look, mate. So chart requests. Yeah, cool. Nice one, mate. So this is Hero. This has actually been a hero, hasn't it? I mean, this has gone up about 14x so far. There was a bit of a. Can you all see that? Yeah. I want a trading view. I'll have to use it here. So for this particular project, Hero, 115 minute, I want to go daily. There was a bull pennant just there and it's broken out. I think I did put this in a previous live stream with you. How do I get the tools? Oh, it's that bar there, isn't it? I remember struggling with this last time. So yeah, you got like a horizontal level of resistance, support. Sorry, you got your resistance, and you can see come to the apex, pretty much like everything. You know, them horizontals that we're looking at, and you got the breaker resistance, and you've actually melted faces right there. So where is the destination for this particular project? So I'm sure I did this in a previous video, so I've just got to swap that round. I think, was it 24 cents I was looking at this just off the bat from my memory, I think. If you're not talking, can you turn your comms off, please? I'll put a log.
But that's the BNB pair you're looking at, right?
Oh, is it? Ah, okay. BNB. I don't want to look at BNB, do I? I want to look at USD or BUSD. Okay, here, okay, BUSD or USDT. Good job you said that. But yeah, it did break out against BUD, didn't it? Let's have a look at this.
Tom, could you also have a look at the PRE?
PRE, let me write it down. PRE.
Yeah, research.
No sweat, mate. So let's take a look at this on the 4-hour. So what is that wick there? Did it actually wick all the way up to there? 51 cents?
No, I think something is wrong with that.
It looks a bit wrong, yeah. I think that the BNB chart, I think that is...
The BNB is correct.
Yeah. I think that is correct, isn't it? Yeah, because I did chart this and it did break out. You got the horizontals broke out. So if we go by fibs, I'll tell you the next fib target, take some profit, get that out again. So you can see it's one on its way, fib retracement. So from there to there, we broke the high. So you're on your way to the 1618. Make sure I'm on log. Auto. So for me, you're on your way. Make sure that's on log as well. Cancel. Right, so for me, you're on your way to this level of resistance right at 16 cents. That's a bit of a level of resistance I do think you run into for Hero right now, the 1618. So you probably see it sort of hit that and then come back for support. Start a little retracement, come back. Let me drop the 1414 and the 212 in here, because I reckon that's where you're running it into right now. So yeah, you're not quite got the 121, the 1272 right now. So it's looking good. You're looking like you're going to get to that 1618 at round about 1695. It's on its way. Obviously, you're going to run into the 1272 and the 1414, come back, but you are looking like you're going to get to that. I would imagine at that point you potentially create another little kind of horizontal pattern and break out eventually. So yeah, I'm looking at appreciation. This particular project is an amazing project, and it just needs to get listed on Binance. When it gets listed on Binance, wow, that's going to absolutely go, isn't it? So entry point. If we take a look at the 4-hourly time frame right now, so you can see, look at that beautiful little breakout just there. Again, you've got another little bull flag just there, potential little bull flag like this coming back, and you're breaking out. Get a little breakout from there to there. You see you're going to push up to the 1414. So for me, you know, if you start to go a little bit up here to the 1414, which currently sits at, let me drop back on the daily. It's difficult doing it on this site. So if you go into the 1414, you could actually get a lovely little entry point at a 1272 at 1416. Wouldn't necessarily jump in just yet. Wait for it to break that, hit that, come back, find that support. That could be a lovely entry point for this particular project moving forward. Could be looking at a nice little 16% appreciation right there. But wait for it to cool down. What time did it do that? 143. So it's looking good, you know, it's just looking good. It's in price discovery. See you later, alligator. It's off to the beach, that is. Atom. Sure
Also Ambrosius, A and B, if you get around.
Yeah, man. Right, so this has fallen out of a descending triangle, isn't it? I think I made a video on this yesterday. If you lose support just there, you potentially got a breakdown target. So for me right now, on the daily, you've lost it, and right now you're coming back up into a resistance. You might have a little throwback here. If you get a little throwback, come back in, you could look at a breakout to the upside. But if you do start to hit this as resistance right now and start to get back above, you could be in a technical target to the downside, and I'll show you that target right now from there to there. So this is where you could get some cheeky bids in, potentially on that line there. Let's have a look at this. What level is that? So that's around about 24.38, which is a bit of a correction from here. Let's have a look at this. So from here right now, you could be looking at a further 26 depreciation for this particular project, and I think that's you might get some cheeky bids in down there if you're lucky on this trend line just there, 0618. Not the 0618, the 786. I apologise, I'm too tired. So hopefully it will be nice. You get a little bit of a throwback just there. This level of support, which you have actually lost, but you're coming back up against it. But you've got a bit of a death cross on the 10 and the 20. So if you hit that resistance, that's confidence that you're going to roll over. You start hitting your head on the EMAs, come back down, have a little correction, and you're potentially putting in some kind of A, B, C correction right there. Get that bounce and up you go, basically. So yeah, you could be looking at some fruitful little entries down there at 24. But I do think that once this project goes, you are looking at these price tags minimal, which to be fair is not a great appreciation. I think you've got that $138 up there. The 1618 is at $80, and then the 2.272 is up there at $204. What's that? 148. 148. I need to write that down. 148. But yeah, it's slowly going up the stairs. There's nothing bearish about it. It's nice. You know, it's looking tighter.
Could you please check DGB?
DGB, yeah? Yeah, I've got that pre-one to do. DGB. So yeah, it's all about support and resistance. I mean, if it continues to hit its head on these EMAs and loses this 55, I would most definitely say you're going to come down to this level here, because it's the technical target of a descending triangle, which is basically a reversal pattern just there. You know, you roll out, you roll down. Basically a double M top pattern as well. It's all sorts of things. Over there, you made a high, low, high, lower high, roll. Come back down to a key level support, continuation. So that could actually offer a nice little entry point, 24.33, if you do continually see the sort of rollover right here for this particular project. What was the other one? PRE. USD.
Hey Tom, you feel tired. Thanks a lot for your hard work.
That's alright, bro.
That's a lot of time you're doing that.
Yeah, man, no sweat. Thanks for your support. CoinsKid community rules, mate. So this is currently trading at, you could say 1, 2, 3. So potentially you're on the cusp of a third wave right here. So is this the oldest data that we've got for this particular project? Let's have a look. Yeah, pre-search tether. So potentially you could be looking at wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3 is not quite finished yet. And then you have wave 4 and then a wave 5, wherever it is. Potentially that's Elliott wave structure 101 right there. Okay, so you're looking at appreciation right here, right now. Let's take a look at these fibs and see where they are. From there to there. So you can see pretty much you run into the 1618. So this would have been nice, you know, if we'd have seen this project back here a few weeks ago, the start of September. You could have been looking at a nice little trade here. Breaking that high there, because it's all about when you break the highs, you're looking at appreciation of about 193%. Let me look at tokenomics of this. Where are we? Tokenomics UAR. Don't need to type the ticker in. Pre-search. So 191 million, it's fully diluted. 151. Trading volume 1.8. Where's this being traded? Qcoin primarily. So this is a little altcoin gem then, isn't it? So it's got some nice appreciation. Let's look at this. So you had a bit of a parabolic run there, 2018. So why have I not got the data for that? Why have I not got the data for that? 2018. This is what does my head in. You need to find data, old data, so you can see where you're going to. Is this been rebranded or anything like that? Do you know? No, that's the only data I've got. Just have to go off this. So basically, looking at that, you can see how the blow off top fell into the bear, potentially forming a bit of a cup and handle just there. That level of resistance broke out. See you later. So you need to look to retrace to 76 cents. Is that right? 76 cents. Let me have a look at that. 76 cents. So if I drop the fibs on 76 cents, let's have a look at this. So 76 cents is all the way just there, roughly there. So that is where you retrace into, and you can see that that is a 2 pretty much, isn't it? So you're trying to retrace to the all-time high. I've not got the data down here, but apparently the all-time high for this particular project, pre-search, is 76 cents, roughly on the 2. So yeah, you're looking to get there at the time being. So I think from here right now, you're looking at further appreciation of 104%, which is not bad. Look at that mega impulsive wave just there. Come up, consolidated, broke out, consolidated. You're looking at another breakout relatively soon. You're holding the EMAs, which is good. So you've got a little bit extended. Come back to the EMAs. You're looking for continuation here on this project. Let me look at the weekly, see if we've got any data for that. Not really. You've got your buy and go to the beach there. See you later. Your beautiful buy and go to the beach there. I mean, look at that. Fell back into it. See you later. Gone. Let's lay a forecast down for this particular project then. So yeah, you're looking like you're going to retrace. You're going to get a minimal retracement, 100% to the 2, which is the all-time high right there. But I do think that once you get that, you could actually be looking at this for a forecast. $7 straight off the bat. That's your forecast. So that'd be nice. So from here right now, that's a continuation of around about 17x. That's not a bad little one, actually, to be fair. And what was the market cap? We're looking at the market cap on this again. So the market cap is around about 119, so 200. Yeah, so that's well over a couple of billion, am I right? So that's nice. This is very doable. Pre-search. What time does it start doing that? 1:52, I think. So pre-search. That's a nice little one, mate. It's looking like it's on its way to around about $7, I would say. But you've got a bit of work to do. Got to retrace to this high, the all-time high at 76 cents. You're looking at about 100% opportunity right there. Moving up impulsively. Looking good, looking good. Where is support? Where could you get some cheeky bids in for this particular project? Okay, so you can see at the moment you're holding the 20 EMA on the daily, which is really nice. Let's have a look at the weekly. A little bit overextended. This is why you're coiling up. So you're potentially coiling up, get your break. I reckon you run into that previous all-time high, come back for support, and at that point, you know, that could offer a fantastic entry point. You want to get these EMAs a little bit rolling a bit like this. Okay, this is starting to get a little bit overextended because of this move just here. Let it cool down a bit. Let's see what it does. Let's see what this does. I'm going to keep an eye on this. This could be a great little project moving forward because it's got some nice appreciation, that is. So it's holding this high at 36 cents. If you do start to see it roll at any point, put some cheeky bids on the weekly 10, which is a blue line at around about 25 cents. Let's have a look what kind of correction that is. From there to there, around about 29% correction. Qcoin. Sit tight on this one. DGB. DGB. Wow, that DXY is breaking out. Bitcoin's shit in the bed, isn't it? It's coming down to 55. ABCD, DGB.
Yeah, mashallah, mal goed.
So, DGB at 159. 159. So with DGB then, like everything, we've got this horizontal on the go. It would look quite nasty if we start to do something like this, come down, because then you're creating a massive descending triangle like that. Potentially you lose this level of support here. That's relatively bearish. Okay, but at the minute we're not doing that. Someone, you got your comms on, bro. You got your comms on, mate. Who is it? What's your name? If you're not talking, can you mute your mic, please? Who is it? Where are we?
Hello, Koski.
Hi, Cam. You're right, mate. If you're not talking,
Yeah.
can you mute your mic?
Uh,
Oh, Franz M.
First of all, I want to appreciate your efforts. You've been doing really well.
Cheers.
Could you please, if you have time, check SLP for
Yeah,
me?
I will do, mate. I'll do it next.
Oh, thank you very much.
No problem, mate. Can you mute your mic if you're not talking, yeah? Cheers, crew. Cheers, Coins Kid crew. So, yeah, with DGB, pretty much like everything else, you're creating horizontals at the moment, which are continuation patterns. So, if we can hold that key level support, you are looking at continuation for these particular projects. So, you've got this level, this sort of trend line right now on the go for DGB. There, support, coiling up. Got a level of resistance just there, potentially coming towards some apex towards the end of October, just there. Start to get a breakout, push up. It looked quite bad actually if you start to lose this level of support, come down, and you lose that, potentially creating this sort of big, massive descending triangle, which is a bearish reversal pattern. And you can see straight off the bat, if we do lose support, you could be looking at a whopping correction. I think from there to there is around about 82%. So if we say 82% from there into the bear, 82%, let's have a look at that. That could be your bear market low right there. And from the top, you could be looking, yeah, that's around about a bear market cycle top anyway, to the bottom. 95%, it'll bring you back down to this level here, which is pre-corona. Someone's got their comms on. Who is it? Franz M. Can you mute yourself? Franz M, can you mute yourself? Please? I'll have to mute you. Mute. I think it's you. Cool beans. Yeah, so it's all about support and resistance at the moment. You're coming into support in this apex. If you do start to get the breakout, you will be looking at a 51-cent price tag in this bull market for this particular project, DGB. So based off Elliott wave structure right here, I think you're putting in, I'll show you right now, let's tidy this up. So Elliott wave, I think you're looking at something like this for this particular project. That's your 1, that's your 2, that's your 3, that's your 4, and right now you're putting your 5, and you can actually go beyond these particular forecasts right here. I think it's around about 10x, isn't it, from here to there, to the 1618. Yeah, around about 10x, so it's definitely doable. Keep an eye on this DGB moving forward. So if some kind of break is coming, you're coming to the apex right here. You are under the EMAs on the weekly time frame, which is actually quite bearish. You almost got a bearish cross just there on the blue and the red line, which is a 10 and the 55. So we need to repel that. You know, you do get a squeeze and you get repelled and get the projection to the upside. Let me take a look at it on the daily. So yeah, you're holding that support at the moment, look. horizontal support. You can continue to bounce off that. You're going to get some kind of break relatively soon. You know, if you do start to roll out at this particular level of support and start to come down here to 032 and you lose that, that's really, really bad for DGB and a potentially bear market right there. So that's a major level of support for this particular project, because if you do start to come down, you created a whopping descending triangle and you're potentially entering the bear market. If you lose that key level support, you're looking at that 85% correction down there, taking you down to these lows of pre-corona just there. But the good news is you are creating high lows at the moment, okay, and you are creating some kind of beautiful horizontal continuation pattern. We've seen these break out to the upside on a lot of projects. So is it a precursor that this is just a slow burner and it's going to do something like this, and you're going to get the break here towards the end of October and we're going to move up? And right now we're just looking at a pre sort of flash crash before we get continuation here for the crypto markets. So that's DGB moving forward. So SLP, I'm sure I've targeted that before. SLP, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
No dramas, man. No dramas. So yeah, I mean SLP, we've charted this before. I think down here I said I was looking for a structural bottom on this, and right now we are putting it in. We've got some kind of structural bottom on the go, so this is relatively good, to be honest with you, because I think I sort of did a video sort of mid-September, not a particular video, a single video, but a live stream, and I think we're in. It wasn't bottoming for me. There was no bottom structure, and this is what you want to see, you know, especially on a daily. If you can start to create some beautiful bottoming structure where you create these higher lows, this is bullish, basically. You know, it's good, it's bullish. It was actually doing it down here. We had this correction, obviously, and then we started to come up, and then we had that, and then we capitulated. We had that roll here for this particular project. But if we can start creating this sort of beautiful trend line right now and adhering to it and start to get back above the EMAs, especially on the daily, then this could be lovely. Okay, we need to hold this support line right now, because right now there is a bit of an ascending triangle just there, which we did break out of, didn't we? Let's have a look at this, if this target was met. So let me get rid of the fibs right now so I can show you what I'm on about. So just here we bottomed out, we come up, you made a low basically into resistance, a high low, come up, and you broke out of a beautiful W bottom pattern just there. But you come up and you ran into resistance and you rolled back to support, so you've actually lost it, but you've come back into this ascending triangle. So you're still technically bullish, and I think as soon as you start to break this trend line again, you'll start to come back up, okay, and potentially create a level of resistance just there, and that is essentially another beautiful W bottom pattern just there. It's all continuation patterns. So you come up, break this one, resistance, come back, create another one, resistance, come back, break out, get back above the 20, the 55, I do apologise, on the daily, hold them back to support, see you later, and then you'll start dragging these EMAs over your shoulder and creating a beautiful buy and go to the beach on the daily, where the yellow line, which is a 20, crosses the 55. So it's looking good, you know, this high lows, this is what you want to see. You know, you've had this bit of a correction today, but you've held this support, this high lows, this trend line. So this could be on the cusp of a little breakout. So let's have a look if that technical target was met just there. I don't think it was it? Not quite, you know. I was expecting it to come up into the 55. You've met a level of resistance prior to that, and you roll back into it. So I think that once you come up there, I'm going to drop that trend line in just there. I think that once you come up there, you might run into a resistance again just there, but you'll be creating another beautiful W bottom pattern like that. And if you start to break that trend line right there, you could be in for another little impulsive move to the upside with a technical target from there to there, and you could be looking at a break, and this is getting the party started around about 12 cents. Sorry, around about 12 cents for this particular project. So for me, you know, an impulsive wave as well would be from there to there. If you start to come up and you break that high as well, you're putting a beautiful little impulsive wave to around about 13 cents as well. So that's a bit of confluence to the march on, and from there you would actually be moving on as well. I think we've got this breakout target. Where are we? For SLP, it's what you want to see, these beautiful double bottoms structures, reversal patterns. And you're getting it right now, but you do need to get back above these EMAs on the daily, especially, you know, because you're under the cosh at the minute, and this is what's going to force a break as well, because you're under the EMAs on the daily, you're hitting your head. So if these keep coming down, you're either going to lose this support and roll, or you're going to break this resistance and come back up, which is bullish, obviously. Again, you start to lose this level of support just here. Potentially you're falling out, and you could look at yourself losing that low and then continuing with the trend. And all this little reversal was a blip, basically. So we do need to see the break here, get back above the EMAs most importantly. So for me, your technical target, if you do start to break out and break up you start to come up against this high here, you could be looking at $1.17 for this particular project just there, which is an appreciation from here right now. Let's have a look at this. From here right now, you could be looking at a further appreciation of around about 1,494% for SLP, which would be nice. But you got a lot of work to do. You got to get
Wow,
back.
thank you very much.
That's all
I
right, man.
appreciate that. Thank
Got
you.
to get.
So
You got.
you please do chilies.
Yeah, I will do, mate. You've got a lot of work to do. You've got to get back above DMAs and, you know, see the progress. I think once you start seeing that kind of reversal right there, you're doing it. You're doing the bit of work you need to do. You're putting it in right now, but you need to start and get back above DMAs. And as soon as you start to see that, then yeah, I would give high probability of that appreciation just there for this particular project moving forward in this bull run. Okay, and it's basically load out down here. So yeah, SLP, shit, I didn't put the time on. What was that? 202, I reckon. And then, what was the other one again? Sorry, someone just said they wanted me to do another one. I forget what it was.
Chilies.
Chilies, that's it. Chilies.
And also Ambrosus, AMB.
Yeah, AMB. And then I'll probably call that the last one. Chilies. Where are we? Chilies. CHZ. Just there, 30 cents. See, this went absolute apeshit, this did, didn't it? This went apeshit. Oh, my language. So yeah, I mean, look at that parabolic rise, you know, and people thought it was going to continue. I remember taking this on saying, whoa, slow down, you know, you're buying big green candles, you're getting big red dildos, and it's had a whopping correction, but it's held a key level support. I'm sure I did say when I did this, I says, look, worst case scenario, you come down to this swing high, and pretty much that's where you bounce as a key level support right now, down at around about 16 cents. So with this particular project, again, you've got the horizontal, you've got the breakout, start to come back up, you're running into the fibs right there, so you're conforming, and then you're coming back for support. There is a horizontal trend line that you're adhering to as well. Okay, it's the thing with horizontals, you can just keep moving like that, you know, but you can see you've sort of had that little throwback and you come back into it, so it's looking good. You have got a level of resistance just there. Do you need to see broken? ABC correction right there with everything else. September the 7th, wasn't it? Yeah. You got a little W bottom pattern just there. Let's take a look at that. So just there, you got a little reversal pattern and a level of resistance and support, and you right now fell back to that level of support. Technical target, I do think that that's been met, to be honest with you. Take a look at that. You broke that. Yeah, you come up and met that. So you're into another level of resistance right there. So for me, right now, you're looking relatively good for continuation. You're still putting in high lows, and essentially you've flipped a switch here, because what you've done, you've come down like that. You made a low, high, sorry. You made a low, you made a high, and right now you're making a high low. So this is an uptrend, my friend. You're creating an uptrend, and if you hold this support, potentially come back up here, run into the 786, roll back, and you're still bullish. You're in an ascending channel. Boom, 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 boom. So it's looking good, you know, it's looking really good. But people have got to appreciate that how quickly this went up from there. You know, it's going to take time to coil up, and then it will sort of go. Because I have got a forecast for this particular project that I laid down many moons ago at $2.27 minimal. So from here right now, that is some nice appreciation of around about 868 for this particular project. It might get a little bit overextended. I think one of my conservative forecasts is up here at $5, around about $5.39, so it's about a 20x, I think. Let's have a look at that from here right now. Further appreciation of around about 16x basically. So yeah, it's just what it does, you know. Chilies, I mean, if you look at this particular correction, you came up, fell into a bit of a correction, and you started to coil up, and you broke the high, and then you were gone. You fell back to support, gone scare. So right now you could look at this as a large cup and handle as well. You got a level of resistance just there. I do think that once you start to break that resistance just here as well, from there to there, isn't it, some kind of cup and handle pattern. If you do start to break that, you could be looking at continuation. It's looking good, to be fair. I mean, these high lows is good. You hold this support line right now, you're not losing it, so this is good. This is good. You're putting a whopping ABC right now. I think you've done 1, 2, and then potentially on the cusp is 3. So I'll show you what I mean. Look at that monster third wave right there for this particular project. So there's your low. You've had your 1, your 2. I mean, look at that third wave. If I switch to the weekly, now based off Elliott wave structure right here, let's take a look. That's such a big chart. So for me, Let's have a look. Elliott wave. You put your 1, your 2, and then you put your 3. You've had your 4 right there. Right now you're looking at your 5, you know, and the 5 can be as large as wave 3. You know, it's definitely the second largest wave. So for me, your 168 is a minimal. I'm going to go to the 2, be conservative. Imagine if it went to the 2.272. Anything can happen. I mean, look at that, third wave, anything can happen. So right now, if it did go to that, that's 16x. But if it did go to that, that's 28x. You know, it can happen, it can happen. Watch this space. So for me, what you've done here on the daily, if we switch back to the daily, what you've done here, you've basically load out of wave 4, and right now this is a formation of wave 1 because you've got waves within waves. So for me, you're potentially looking at something like this for chilies, where you come up in 1, you put in wave 2, and right now you're starting from wave 3, potentially looking at the 1618, wave 4 pullback, wave 5 overextension to the 2, you know, subsets of waves within waves as well. So just look at that's feasible. It is until it rolls over and loses key level support, which again, like I said to you, you know, if you look at it, it's just one big whopping horizontal triangle. You know, there's nothing bearish about this particular project. You know, you've got your resistance right there, potentially come up with that resistance, support, coil up to the apex, then break out. You know, it's when you start rolling over here and you start coming back down here, losing this and retesting this low right here at 16 cents, that you're potentially putting in a larger descending triangle, which is a bearish reversal pattern. You know, you're not doing it in a minute. You're looking good for continuation. So yeah, it's looking solid. It's looking solid. You're breaking out basically. I think you've put in your, because within wave 2, obviously you've got your ABC. You know, let me drop that back in. I can show you again. So for me, you know, you've put in an ABC, a beautiful ABC, A, B, C, like that. And right now you're forming wave 1, well, a new impulsive wave of a larger third wave, basically. So it's looking good. You know, it's looking really, really good for chilies. So that's chilies, providing you don't lose that low. Yeah, man.
Can you take a look at jig stack, maybe?
Yeah, one sec. That for me is your low. If you see chilies coming down there, you know, think about your position in chilies, because that's bear market material right there. And I said that the whole way down. You know, you come down, you put your ABC, find a low, start to pick up. If you come back down and retest that low, that's bearish. But you had to create a foundation to work from, and right now you're bullish. Really, really bullish. Chilies. Shit, what time do I do that? 2:10, I think. Just got it. What was the other one, man? I've got A and B. And then what was the other one?
Ambrosus, A and B.
A and B, and then there was another one that you wanted me to look at, the other guy that you just said. I forget what he said.
Jig stack.
How am I spelling that?
Can you look at Alliance block?
Yeah, we'll do. What's that jig stack? How am I putting the ticker in that, mate?
Stack. STAK.
STAK. And then Alliance block. What's the ticker for that?
ALBT.
ALBT. Oh yeah, I've done that one. I have actually done that one. I'm sure I've done it earlier in the stream. I'm sure I've done ALBT. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did it around about 48 minutes. It'll be on the video on YouTube, mate. AMB. 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 No, I've not got it in there, have I? Wait, did AVAX come down to that target? No, it's not, the little git. So AMB. Is this the one, yeah? Ambrosius.
Yeah, that's the one.
So I'm doing this on 217. 217. Always zoom out, get a better picture of what's going on. So you've had a correction, you've come down, you're basically forming higher lows, higher highs. It's looking good. You're looking like you've got your reversal and you're starting to conform to some kind of level of support, this trend line potentially, you know, coming down, holding it. So you're looking for continuation, mate, off the bat straight away. You've got a nice little impulsive wave. So your next target is 60 cents once you break that high just there. So you've got to see it come up, but it's doing if it needs to do that. You had a bit of a reversal pattern just there, potentially a double M top pattern, and obviously you can see you've come down. You've got a little ABC correction in there, and that C wave was quite deep as well. So, you know, you've got something like You got your A down, your B high, and then your C down there. Boom, job done. Correction over. So right now you're picking up. You're creating a high, 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 low, high, low. Look, boom, 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 boom. You're going upstairs. So if you can continue to hold this support, this will creep you up and get you back above the EMAs on the weekly. Because what we got there? Wow, that's a bit of a sell and go to the beach. That's not nice. You got a bit of a buy and go to the beach there on the weekly. Come up, overextended, come back. You got a bit of a sell and go to the beach. So we need to reverse that. So by these EMAs coming down on you like this, you're going to get some kind of decision here of this horizontal. Hopefully hold this support, because if you don't, you're going to come down, you're going to lose this low. That's not a nice signal on the weekly. But the reason that's there is because we've not got much data, to be honest with you. So it's a bit of an in-out on this particular signal. So for me, yeah, it is crunch time for this. You have got a level of resistance coming down on you, and you've got a level of support. Let's have a look on the daily, see what it looks like. Okay, so you're getting back above that, and you flip that. So you've got to sell and go to the beach on the daily there as well. So that is a nasty level of resistance right there. Potentially some kind of horizontal. Let's have a goose. So you've got that. I hate the wicks on these projects, man. There is the potential here. You could create some kind of little inverse head and shoulders just there. You know, just got a little bit of a left shoulder there. Trend line touch. A head. Bit of a trend line touch. Put in a bit of a right shoulder. Flip it and come back up. So it's all about this support just here and this low. If you do start to see it come lower than this, then it actually could start to roll again. But it's looking relatively bullish. So this low just here, you need to see it hold that at 0.249, because if it does start to roll out of that, you know, you can see it's a precursor anyway, because you're losing this sort of trend line that you've got on the go, where you're bouncing off and making these higher lows, potentially on the upside. So that for me is a key level of support right now. If you lose that, that could spell, you know, a bit of a correction here for this particular project, because you're rolling out of a key level support. So if you do start to pick up and break this high here, be a little impulsive way. Let's have a look at this. Be a little trade. So if you do start to come back up and break that high just there, you could be looking at that, a price appreciation, and that would see you turning relatively bullish. So if you do start to see it break 0.054, could have a nice little long up of around about 61% there. Where's this traded? A and B.
It's on Binance.
Or is it? A and B. So tokenomics. So market cap is 24. Yeah, not bad, is it? Have a look at
Could be a gem once it takes off, but you just need the confirmation for it.
So it's had a bubble in 2018, isn't it? Like everything else. It's had that blow off top, come back down. It's not really done much. Not really done much. A bit sideways. Well, I need more data than that. Got to be some more data. I mean, yeah, I suppose 2017. Got your beautiful buy and go to the beach there. Overextended in May. Had that correction. Keep an eye on this, mate. If it loses this support, it could actually roll quite drastically. It could just tail off. It could just tail off, you know. That's its low, isn't it? Just there. What is that? Let's have a look at that. From there to there. 0.04. Look at the volume on this. Not much interest, is there? Not a massive amount of trading volume on it, is there really? This could just fizzle off, you know. What does it do?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Ambrosius. So that whopping bubble up there. What is that? $1.60. Right now it's trading at 2 cents. I'd wait for a break, really. It's creating beautiful high lows just here, which is good. You know, that's nice. But it's this weekly. I don't like the weekly. It's put me off a little bit, to be honest with you. A weekly death cross just there. It's usually an indicator that you've rolled over. You're in a major low resistance, potentially going to lose a low. If you continue to fall under this resistance and hit your head on it, it's quite a negative signal, you know. Keep an eye on it. Wait for a break of these EMAs. Start to come back up. Hold them as support. Then yeah, you know, it could be lovely moving forward, but wouldn't necessarily jump in it right now. but it looks structurally looks quite nice. You've got your low, your higher low, higher low, you've got a high and a higher high. So could be on its way. It could be on its way. It could be a little gem. It could be. Watch this space. So AMB.
Can you take a look at theta?
Theta. Yeah, absolutely. Theta. What's attractive though about this one, you know, is the market cap. It is really, really small. Really, really small. 24 million. What does it do? What does it do? Read more. Don't even know what it does. Where's the blockchain based ecosystem? Okay. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. I mean, if it does retrace, it's a whopping retracement, isn't it? Really? You
Yeah,
know,
that's nuts.
Yeah, if it does go up, back up, you know, that is a whopping retracement. It really is a good opportunity, isn't it? Might worth chucking $100 at it or something as a cheeky little side thing, but yeah, keep an eye on that level of resistance that it's under on the weekly. You're under the EMAs. I mean, if you continue to do that, potentially force you down. If you start to lose this trend line just here, you know, this is where you could roll out, and if you do roll out, you will be looking at lower lows here. But you could break out. You're going to get some kind of decision, break out, come to the upside. This could be a whopper. It could be a whopper. Might be worth taking a little bit of a punt on it. A and B. Nice find, mate. You're like the little altcoin gem master, you are.
Got one more if you want.
Have you? You got more? Tell me.
One more.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Right.
it's Stafy. Is F ticker is FIS.
Sorry, FIS.
Yes.
FIS. I'll put that in just there. So I'm just going to look at stack. STAK. STAK. Is it stack? You? Some guy asked for stack. Is that the correct?
Yes. STAK.
Yeah, I can't see in it. I can't see it at all. STAK. Is it trade against something else like Bitcoin or something? No. Can't see it.
It should be. Let me see. It's the first one, I think.
Oh, stake. Is
Yes.
it called stake?
No, that's not it. I think.
No. STAK.
Maybe Jig stack.
Okay, what I'll do, I'll go
Uniswap.
Yes,
on.
Uniswap.
Okay, that's why there's no data then, really. Unless you can find a chart for me, I can't really look at it, mate, unfortunately. Stack, Jig stack. So the ticker is stack. Just look at this, you can see it's proper tailed off. So we've got a high of around about 19 cents and then you've rolled over. So you look, it's difficult to say really without looking at the chart properly. So 41 million fully diluted market cap, little altcoin gem potentially. Jig stack. I'm going to have to wait till I get some trading data for this so I can look at the chart on TradingView. Oh, hang on, TradingView. Let's have a look, see what we can see. Does anyone know how to change the darkness on this? It don't matter. Don't like that. So let's have a look. May. How much data is there? It's really difficult to see what's going on with this with the wicks. You're coming down anyway, so you're lowing out, so potentially you might just see a pick up there. You know, I wish I could look at this properly, to be fair. Why can't I get this on TradingView? If it's in here, why can't I get it on TradingView? Stack. Jig stack. Let me have a look.
Yeah, I think I had it on TradingView, but I can see it on the list now.
Probably took off then. Jig stack wrapped ether. Proper loadout.
You can get it on Dex Tools.
Dex Tools. Do you want to drop me a link on in the chart request so I can look at it then? I'll try and have a look at that. So I'm going to jump onto THETA 228. THETA. But goose. Is XRP, what's XRP doing? Has it come down to that 104 yet? ST. Have I got this booked? Yeah. Let's have a look. So again, horizontal, it's broken out of it, it's fell back to support, it's looking good. Lose this horizontal, roll over, lose that 352, run for the hills because that's bearish. You know, you put in high lows just here, so this is actually really good. If I take a look at the daily, let's take a look. So I think last time I charted that, we had some kind of W bottom pattern right there. We broke out, and you can see you've met the target just there. I mean, I've not looked at this for a while actually. So broke out, met the target, and then we've rolled back to the support of the neckline of a W bottom. So this is good. It's looking good. You're building up, you're coiling up. You've got the low, you've got a higher low. You know, you're putting in your high as well. So right now, if you can start to come down here and get a bounce and come up here to the 786, you're putting in a higher high. So potentially, I think that that's what it's looking for. You come back to get your mates to have a go at the 786. So you're looking at 1145. Next impulsive, I think. Let's have a look at that. So this is what it's trying to do. So you're marking your way back up from there to there. So you're looking at 786 on the next impulsive, come back and then have a go at the 786. And you really are retracing at that point. You know, you're breaking out because you're breaking out anyway. You're breaking out. You come up, you got overextended. You come back to support. You're holding it. You're looking at continuation right here for this particular project. For me, your forecast is $40. I do need to look at the tokenomics for that. $40. Where is that from here? That is around about a 568% upside. I know this coin because I could kick myself. I was looking at buying this coin down here because I read about it and thought this was an amazing project, and it went all the way to around about $16 I think, and I missed all of this, to be honest with you. So for me, you know, you got your 1, you got your 2, you got your 3, you got your 4, and you're looking at the 5th wave up here to the 1618. Nice to get overextended and go to these levels here, but for that we do need to look at the tokenomics. So theta, just here, let's have a look. Theta. 5 billion. So what am I looking at there? 5x, that's 20 billion, that's nothing. That's a drop in the ocean for a project like this. What's the rank of this at the moment? Number 33. So this really has tailed off because this was in the top 20, I believe. I think it was making a move for the top 10. So I think it's come back, it's having a sort of pull back, and it's looking for a spring back up basically. And I think that that's your minimal forecast, $40. And if we do start to get nicely overextended here in the markets, you could be looking at these forecasts here. So from there to there, you could be looking at around about a 10x for that particular project, taking it to around about $50 billion market cap, which is doable. It's absolutely doable with what's to come, hopefully. So all hopefully, isn't it? Yeah, if we get a continuation, but we're looking like we will. So potentially right there, just there, you got a bit of an inverse head and shoulders that's forming on the daily time frame. Yeah, it is a daily. So you've got that level of resistance right there, which is what you ran into, and you start to roll back. So you can see you've got potential left shoulder, head. You're coming back right now, and you're forming a right shoulder. So if you bounce off this support here, this is good. Start to come back up, break that level of resistance. You'll be in a technical target once you break that resistance just there, from there to there. Let's have a look. I bet it takes you up to 786 roughly, doesn't it? Yeah, so you're trying to get back up to this golden ratio in the 786 for me. So for me, if you start to see it come up and break that level of resistance at $7, you've got a lovely little upside target from there to there, 34%, which brings you back up to this high, and you can see at that point you're starting to create potentially some big cup and handle pattern or continuation patterns basically. So yeah, you've had an ABC correction right there, you're picking up high lows, you're looking good, entry point, this trend line just there. Let me show you this entry point right now, which is pretty much, you can see it's already wicked off it. This is a good entry point, this level of resistance just there, this WW bottom pattern, and you fell back to its support. So that was a good entry point, because right now if you put some cheeky bids in down there, you're currently up a lovely 3.4% on it. So that, yeah, it's theta, looking good. If you get another little wick down, put some cheeky bids on there, you see it start to come back up and form that right shoulder with an inverse head and shoulders reversal pattern. That's theta. It's looking good. It's looking good.
Have you done Link and Litecoin in this live stream?
No, man. Let me write that down. So I've just got to look at Link and then LTC. And then
Yeah,
I'll
I've
do them
been
too.
they've been trading in a range, and
Yeah.
I think like it's pretty lucrative if you have a bit of leverage, because I've been day trading them. I just want to know if I can get confluence with your like technical analysis and mine.
Yeah, no sweat, man, no sweat. The thing about Link, when it goes, it does break quite aggressively. You know, it's a nice little coin that it does pick up and it just starts to move quite aggressively. So, and Litecoin, but FIS is the next one. FIS.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at FIS USD.
Tom,
This is.
did you do AVAX in this live stream already? Because then I would just watch the replay.
No, I've not done AVAX yet. I'll do that after this one, and then I'll call it AVAX. I'll write that. That'll be my last one because it's quite long. The videos take so long to upload. It's 2.5 hours long. So FIS. Let's take a look at tokenomics right now. Tokenomics. So yeah, I'm not necessarily seeing any kind of descending triangles on the weekly or anything yet, which is relatively bearish patterns. I'm not seeing them yet. I'm just seeing horizontals, you know. So that's something that you want to see for continuation anyway. That's what I'm trying to get at. So FIS, it's called Staffy. Let me write this in. That's it. 234. Couldn't find them too. So this is a little altcoin gem, and this is $161 million market capitalization. What is its rank? 813. So let's take a look at the all-time on log. So it's gone up, down, up, down. We have a lower high there. Let's have a look on here then. So back there, March. Is that when it came out? Let's have a look. No, it ain't, is it? So why can't I get data? Why am I not getting that data anyway? That's the high anyway, so it should be alright. So that's the high. You come down and you're moving back up. Wow, look at that break there. That was a massive move from there. What is this? On the daily, buy and go. I went up a whopping 330% right there. So where's this being traded? Primarily, it's being traded on Binance. Never even seen it on there. So volume 4.7, so it's got a bit of interest. Let's have a look at this then. So right now you look like you bottomed out. You made a high, and right now you're making a high low. So you've got a beautiful little structure. You've basically got your low down here. So you've bottomed out down here, double bottom, beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. See you later. Right now you're coming back down, and you have got another little bottom down here that you can't afford to lose for this particular project, because if you do, straight away you probably look at a massive correction coming back down to this low just there. So this is a key level support right now that you don't want to see lost, $1.16, and that is your technical support that you never want to see lost, because if you do, it's a bear market. So right now you've come down, you've had an ABC right there, you've lowered out, and you're forming these high lows, so you're looking relatively good. So based off the fibs, just there to there, you could be looking at a beautiful little $8, where are we, $8.71 forecast off the bat, and that takes you above the high as well, so that's good. You really get a march on for that particular project. So for me right now, let's move that properly, get that knob on just there, so $1.16, round about that sort of $1.18, sorry, is your low. You're looking relatively bullish here. You are looking relatively bullish. You've just formed a buy and go on the, is this a daily, yeah? On the 10 and the 20. You're falling back into its support. You're holding the 236 at $1.58 relatively well. You're starting to pick up. So if you form higher lows, this is great. Potentially got some kind of little cup and handle pattern just there as well. Better for going to 4 hour. It looks better. Yeah, look. So you've got a lovely little cup and handle pattern just there like that. You come back on a little handle like this. You start to break that resistance. You'll be looking at a retest of this trend line. Once you start to break that trend line right there, wherever it is, you know, you're looking at a lovely little impulsive move from there to there. Break that level of resistance, you're going to start to come back up. You'll be looking at a nice little trade here. So you break that, you could be looking at around about 42% upside for this. Putting a lovely little cup and handle continuation pattern. So that's looking relatively good. The reason it's come back so much is because of this big impulse move right there, and you can see pretty much you've come back and almost landed on that swing high just there. So it's good, it's moving up. So for me, I think that this might get some nice appreciation moving forward. Let's have a look at the long-term forecast from here to here. On the daily, this is your impulsive break of this high. So once you start to see it come up and break $4.07, you will be in a technical target to this 1618, sorry, at $8.75. But you've got a larger impulsive wave which you're actually forming right now. Okay, and you are retracing. You basically ran in to, where are we right now? 786. Let me get rid of that one. Just there for this project. So yeah, once you do start to break this eye, you in a sort of confluence, you're going to come up to this, but then you're equally breaking that eye, which puts you in a larger impulsive wave for me to this particular potential up there projection, sorry, of $18. So that's my forecast. This could be a whopper, couldn't it? From there to there could be around about 10x. So that's nice. That's nice. And if we start to get overextended, $42.75 for this particular project, which would take it roughly 26x to the 2. So it's looking good. It's looking good for retracement, at least to these highs. You can see it's on its way and it got overextended. It's come back and it's holding these fibs. So you run into the golden ratio at the minute. That's where you found level resistance, and you're coming back to get your mates to have another go at it. So
yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, it's looking alright, man. Cup and handle patterns are the best. And you can see.
CK, could you please check IOTA?
Cup and handle, yeah, man. I'll do 4 more and that's it. So IOTA. So where could you get some bids on this particular project? Well, on the 4 hour you've lost EMAs, so what you do, you zoom out, look at the daily, and you can see you've lost them EMAs as well. So you're rolling, you're creating a handle. So look at the weekly, and you're right under the weekly as well. So there's no 55. For me, it would be the 55 weekly EMA, but we ain't got it yet. So there is a key level support we do need to find. So what could it be? So right now you just look at this retracement from here to here and see where the retracement and the fibs come into play. So from there to there, you could be looking at a golden ratio. You're coming back to 149. Could be a really good area to put some cheeky bids in. Get the bounce off that 149, because at that point, bounce, break up this level resistance, potential little falling wedge, something like that. Tightening range, boom, breakout, come up, see you later. It's gone. So 149 would be my area to put bids on this particular project, the golden ratio, because that's where it looks like it's trying to get back to for support for me. So what's the other one we're looking at? Link. Chain link, I think. Did I put that in? Yeah, I have. LINK. Let's have a look at this. So this was 241. 241. Oh, chain link's falling off a cliff. Falling off a cliff, but again, you're holding the horizontal, which is good. I think I put this on the Discord and Twitter. If we go to the daily, let's have a look at the daily. Well, so on the daily, you've got the little death crosses here, so hopefully that can form in and out. You know, this is the thing with chain link. Look at the wick there. You know, when it starts to pick up, it does actually pick up quite well. From there, you roughly look around about 4.25%. So again, you know, you've broken out a W bottom pattern just there. Have we met the technical target? I don't think we have. Let's have a look at that. So from there to there, you know, you was on your way. You're coming up to roughly $30 round about there. Hit a level of resistance and you've rolled back with a correction, obviously, but you're holding this support right now, this horizontal, which you do find yourself in for Chainlink. So for me, I have got forecasts for Chainlink moving forward. I do think that you're looking at this $208 in this bull market for Chainlink, because this is the 2. This is where it always gets to. You know, this impulsive corrective wave, impulsive corrective got to the 2, just there, impulsive corrective got to the 2. That was a 2 fib. That was a 2 fib. And right now, if we do start to form here and break this high at $50, where is it, $53, you're looking at 208 in this bull run right here for Chainlink. So it's looking relatively good. You got a falling wedge, come up, met the target, another falling wedge, you've broken out. Your technical target falling wedge is up there at $35. Get rid of that line. So you can see that you're coming very, very close to an apex here as well. So some kind of decision. I mean, this is a really, really bullish chart, to be honest with you. Some kind of decision is going to get met here for Chainlink. You know, break this resistance, start to come back up, retrace to this high. And like I said, once you break that high, you're forming a brand new impulsive wave, which you're in. You're in an impulsive wave at the moment until you lose this low down here at $20. Come down, lose this low that you've created for yourself. That, my friend, is negative, because potentially you're coming back down. You retest that low, and like I said to you, if you look and zoom out, you're forming a large descending triangle. You lose the base level support, you're entering the bear. No sign of it at the moment. Beautiful continuation, horizontal pattern. Correction happens. This is what Chainlink does. It's what it does. Just here, you put in an ABC. So on the 7th of September, like everything else, you've gone A, B, C. Load out, high lows, high lows, high high, come up here, high high, flip bullish. See you later, alligator, you're off. So it's looking good, to be honest with you. So these dips, buy them up. And like you say, the guy that said to it, said good long opportunities, because right now you can see you bounce off 0236 as well. So beautiful long opportunity right there for Chainlink, because once it starts to come back up and breaks this level of resistance here, it's off to the races. And you break that high just there at $35, I think it is. What's that zig? Let me get rid of that. Once you break that, you're an impulsive wave to that, which brings you back up to the all-time high. And like I said to you, once you break that all-time high, look at this, I'll drop the fibs on. You are up there, my friend. You are up there at the 1618. You are up there at $123, which is a minimal forecast for me moving forward. But I do think you're going to get overextended, and you're going to come to that white line, which is around about $209, $208 in this bull run, because that's what Chainlink does. In each correction, it corrects and goes to the 2, corrects and goes to the 2. So right now, are we going to correct and go to the 2? Would be nice. So that's Chainlink. It's looking really good, you know. It's looking really good for continuation. It won't look good if you lose this horizontal, and right now you can see you've basically wicked off it. Okay, so when you start to lose that, that could be a precursor that potentially you're going to roll over or lose this low down here at 20, lose that, come down to this 13, I think it is. You lose that, you got a whopping descending triangle, you're entering the bear. No sign of it at the minute. Okay, this is why I'm still really technically bullish on Chainlink. If I wasn't, I'd be lying to you. But yeah, I mean, with that, you can see you got the bounce off of 0236. Hopefully hold that right now, come back up against this trend line, because for me your W bottom target of $30 was not met. So for me right now, if we have found support just there and we start to pick back up and we've had a correction, you know, we start to come back up, you could be looking at further appreciation to, what was it, $30, wasn't it, of around about 22% before it runs into a level of resistance right there. But with that, you're on
entry.
Yeah, it is a good entry, yeah. Right now, with stop losses, obviously, you know, but right now you could be looking to come up and retest this trend line on the next impulsive break here, you know. So it's all good. It's all good. In the hood, it's all golden, you know, until you lose a key level support. Yes, that's all right, mate. It's looking good. It's looking good.
Would you take a look at SHIB?
Yeah, I've done SHIB. It will be posted on YouTube, and the time, well, you'll see the time anyway. The time is around about 1 hour 8 minutes. I'm time stamping these, so I'll have a look at, I've got Litecoin, AVAX and IOTA, and then I'll have to Scarpa going off my dinner. What is it, nearly 7 o'clock? So Litecoin, yeah, like everything, honestly, you know, I would be lying to you that I said to you we're bearish and we're rolling. And okay, obviously if you're holding support, you're good for continuation. You know, you're creating a horizontal, you're coming into the apex, great. Lose it, not great. Really is that simple, isn't it? You know, so yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. Litecoin, LTC, USD. So with Litecoin, where are we? Just there. So I mean, Litecoin's been really lackluster, isn't it? It's not really got going. So Litecoin, you've got all sorts going on. Let's get rid of that. So yeah, you got falling wedge, broken out, come back up, created another falling wedge. Potentially you put in your ABC right there, wave 2, because for me that's what I think we're doing here. We've got this wave 5, which is taken up to roughly $969. That's some TA I've done a while back. But in doing so, you've come out here, you've created your wave 1, your wave 2, you're putting a wave 3, wherever it goes, wave 4, wave 5. That's a minimal forecast that I'm looking at for this particular project. And I think what you've done here in this correction just here, because we came up so impulsively, around about the 7th of September, like everything else, we put in the A, the B and the C correction, and right now this is your formation of wave 3. So within wave 3 you've got multiple waves as well. So you've got like your 1, your 2, potentially right now putting in a 2 wave, and then your 3, your 4 and your 5. Okay, and then you have an ABC of wave 4. So it's looking good, you know, it's looking good until it's not. And like I said to you, the one thing that would be a precursor to it not being very good is if you start to roll over and retest this low, okay, then you would potentially be putting in some kind of whopping descending triangle right there. But you can see you've only retested this resistance once. So for me, it's trying to retest this resistance again. So and you can see it's this wave 1, potentially wave 2, wave 3. Break that resistance and you're gone, and you're going to come up here to these technical targets that we've got laid out in the channel. So off fibs just here, we're looking at that 1618. That's my minimal forecast for Litecoin in this bull run. Okay, since you load out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I do think you might get lucky and start to get a little bit overextended. We'll have to see how it goes in the bull run. So for me, your minimal forecast is 986 from here right now. On Litecoin, you're looking at a 470% X, 470% appreciation, sorry. But if we do start to sort of go parabolic, you got a 800% and then the 2.272 up there around about 13x, you know, and you can look in previous bull runs that once Litecoin goes, it does go, consolidate and go, basically. So it's looking good. It's looking good for continuation, pretty much like everything else. You've got your horizontal support there. You can see if I do this, where are we? If we start to do this, you can see you've got your horizontal level of support, your trend line basically, that you're adhering to right now. So, you know, if you do start to see Litecoin correct any more, because don't forget we are putting in a wave 2 right now, potentially wave 2, which is a smaller version of this wave 2. It's hard to explain, but look, it's 1, 2, right? And then you've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within wave 3. So potentially coming up, you do a little ABC. You could get lucky on this trend line, putting some cheeky bids in right there before we start to come back up and test this level of resistance, so this upper trend line as resistance. So for me, Litecoin is technically bullish. So do something like that. It's still a little bit far away from that trend line. So yeah, I'm looking for a retest. And like I said to you, so many projects, you know, we're coming towards the end of October. I am anticipating that October is going to give us a decision here, because are we going to roll, create that descending triangle, or are we going to break out continuation, which is what the charts are kind of telling me at the moment. We're looking for this, you know, but again, not got a crystal ball, but it's gearing up. So that's Litecoin. That's looking tasty, mate. So yeah, if it does start to roll, if you do start to see a deeper roll and it does some kind of ABC correction right there, this trend line, nice cheeky area to put some bids in for continuation for Litecoin. So AVAX, where are we? AVAX 250, 245, I think. So AVAX. So yeah, with AVAX, I think I had a breakdown target here. The charts are a bit messy, I do apologise. So there is a level of support just there. Let's have a look at this, see if it's been met. Not quite been met, is it? So I was looking at an ABC correction here, because this has moved up so impulsively. You know, you've come up like this, like that, and you're looking at a bit of an ABC just there. Where is that from? Down there. That's December last year, $2. Yeah, so for me, you can see straight away off the bat, you've got your Elliott wave structure right here. You've got wave 1, potentially. Is that 1 or is that 2? And we're looking at 3, 4, 5, you know. This could go insane. It could go absolutely insane. Or is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? We won't know yet. But this could go insane. Like I said in an earlier segment of the video, this could be on a very similar to run as what Ethereum was, and Solana, obviously, you know. But for me, you are in a bit of a correction. Has the technical target been met? I don't think it has. Let's have a look. So for me, in a technical target, there's double M top pattern and essentially a descending triangle as well just there. So you lost support just there, you rallied back into it as resistance, and then you rolled. Okay, so you rolled down, you bounced off of 786, but I do think you're in a technical target based off that double M top pattern, the descending triangle. You're in a technical target of $47 right there. Okay, so you can see you've wicked down just above the 786. So if you do start to sort of roll again and hit the EMAs right here as resistance, okay, I do think that potentially you will come back down to this target, which will be the technical target, and that's where you sort of put in your larger A, your B, and your potential deeper C wave, and then you're going to get a continuation of the bull right there for AVAX. And I think at that point, once you do get the continuation, you're looking for a beautiful breakout just there. I mean, once it broke this high here, from there, you actually came up and you ran into the 1414, okay, before you're coming back for a level of support, still creating a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, a high, come back up there, Beautiful, 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 beautiful structure. Do you see that? So the corrections are just normal. You've got one there. A, B, C. Correction. Load out. Come up. Overextended. A, B, C. Correction. Come up. It's on a lovely little path, this is. So, yeah, hopefully, you know, I've got some cheeky bits in down there. Be nice if they get met. And then for the continuation of the ball right there, because from there right now, if you was to go on, obviously I think you're going to come up, break that high and meet the 1618, which is technical target anyway of this impulse that you're in. But I do think from there right now, if you do come down to that particular level of support and we do march on, this is where you could be looking at $109 price tag for AVAX, you know, over the next sort of few weeks, basically, because when it breaks, it does break, basically, when it starts to get going. You can see it comes, lows out, and then it just moves so impulsively, so quickly. If we take a look at that, when it load out to that peak just there, it's around about 2 weeks. So I think that once you low down here, you know, come mid-November, sort of towards November, you could be looking at $109 for this particular project, and it's creating this beautiful bullish continuation right here. Okay, so yeah, that's AVAX looking really good, looking really, really good. Buy support. Looks nasty, but it's not. It's good. It's beautiful. Offers fantastic entry points for AVAX. So IOTA, where are we? IOTA. Have we got that saved? ABC. No, I've not. No, I've not. Have I? So this will be my last one. Coins Kid crew. I've been on quite a while, for almost 3 hours. So trading view. Got a nice little bicycle just there. If anyone wants it. So IOTA, what time do I do this? 2:55. 2:55. So let's tidy this up. So straight off the bat, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Do we meet the technical target? Don't think we have. Oh yeah, we have. We wicked. We have wicked above it, so that's good. So we've met that technical target, that ascending triangle, and now we fell back into support, golden. So yeah, with this particular project, I've done TA on this before. I think in a previous live stream, you know, I did say to you that you're creating an ascending triangle, basically a W bottom pattern. You come up, meet the technical target, which you did. You wicked up yesterday, I think it was. So that technical target was met, and then it's rolled back and it's actually holding this neckline as support right now. So that's good. You're above the EMAs. You've got beautiful buy and go to the beach there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So it's looking good for continuation, providing you can hold this support. You know, you've got your little wick down just there. You can pick up right now and look at that continuation. You could be in a lovely little impulsive wave right here. I think we've got a breakout target up here. Let's take a look at this. So yeah, you've formed that beautiful. I mean, look at that for cup and handle. You know, that's a beautiful cup and handle, and potentially, you know, you've got an inverse head and shoulders there on a daily. So I think that white line there, that's your technical target of a cup and handle. We'll just measure that to make sure. So yeah, from there to there, it's log scale. This is the way it works. Weird. Yeah, so that's pretty much your technical target that you'll be in. Once you come up and break that $2.52, you will be in a technical target of a cup and handle, and if you look, you've got a potential inverse head and shoulders which you're forming right now. So your left shoulder, your large head, and right now you're putting in the handle, but you're broken it. So you're creating confidence that you're coming up to this particular trend line as to test its resistance once more. But in doing so, you're creating a beautiful right shoulder, and again, it's the same sort of technical target as your cup and handle, basically. So yeah, it's looking good. It's looking really, really good. So from here right now, you've bounced off that level of support. You're looking at further appreciation of around about 88% to come up and test this high. So you're on your way. You're doing everything you need to for continuation. You're bouncing off DMAs, creating potentially some little bull flag right there that you're broken out of. But obviously you've run into resistance and you're coming back for support to get your mates to have another go at it. So I think that once you break that level of resistance just there, 252, you know, you're looking at further appreciation of around about 259% for this project, and I do think you're going to get the continuation. Now that is up there somewhere, isn't it? I don't necessarily think we're going to get all the way up there. I could be wrong, to be honest with you. I could be wrong. It could go parabolic, but I do think at an absolute minimal, you're looking at a 1.272 at $24 for this particular project in this bull run. Let me drop it in. So everything's in a nice area for continuation as well. The RSI as well. It's not completely overbought on that on the weekly, which is what you want to see. So for me, your minimal forecast from this point right here is around about an 17x, you know. But if we do get extremely parabolic, just come to your charts and look at these particular levels just here. You know what? This is the last one. I'm going to look at that tokenomics for this. So IOTA, let's go to this here. IOTA. The rank is 45. The market capitalization is 3 billion. And what am I saying the target is? What am I saying the target is just from there to the 1272? 17x. So 17 times 3 billion. Yeah. Yeah, definitely possible in this bull run. That's my minimal forecast for IOTA. $24. Nice little retracement up to these levels of resistance. To be fair, I think you're going to get the retracement to the all-time high anyway, so that's a nice little long up around about 400% from here right now. Break that, you're looking at a 1272, and who knows where it could actually go to. So that's my last one, CoinsKicker. I hope you enjoyed that update today. Thank you for your support, okay?
Thank you, CK. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, CoinsKicker.
Good luck, everyone. I wish you all luck, yeah?
Thank you. Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome, man. I wish you loads of luck. Take care, everyone. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
You too. See you.
In a bit. Bye-bye.